Ladies and gentlemen in Piccolo, welcome one and welcome all to the NA Grand Finals VRML match. My name is Yellow Hat. It's a pleasure to be here, and joining me today is my co-host, the one and only Explosion. How's it going, my friend?
Oh, it's going great. I'm excited to watch this match today.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a killer match, and honestly, right off the bat, I am happy with either one of these teams winning today. Like, both of these teams are this close to getting their first championship title, and so
Yeah.
let's talk about these teams for a little bit. So, we'll start with DownFall, who is over on the red side over there. DownFall, lovely team. I've even played with them in other leagues and whatnot. You've played with them. You know them very well, so let's talk about them.
Oh, well, first off, let's just look at Kraken and Meaty One. 3-time in a row champions, 5, 6, and 7, and that was back when they also had to play the EU players. But they're coming in here and they're bringing the experience to Downfall. That's what you really need. They're bringing the experience. Darude's also been around for a while, but Kraken and Meaty One have that championship, that playoff experience, and that's something that I really think is going to help Downfall today. It's going to be able to, they're going to be able to play through this. They're not going to be having nerves today. They've already won their championships. They're just here to get another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see. I believe we're going to be seeing Detonator. I believe we're going to be seeing Slay, Darude, Rogue, and Tapadapa. So I'm excited to see all of those players. All of those players are amazing, amazing players. I don't believe we'll be seeing Extract and a Meaty One though. That they're a maybe, but again, amazing players all across the board. And I'm super excited to see what they have in store to us today.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Meaty One and Kraken, both 3-time world champions, not just, regional champions, but world champions for season 5, 6, and 7. They've been in this league for a very long time, and having played against them, they are just killer players that can bring stuff to the table. And, it's going to be very exciting seeing Downfall play today because, they're a team that have quite a lot of chemistry together, and, even players like, Slay, he's been around since Season 8, Detonator a little bit later, Season 9, but both of them have just grown so much as players, and Darude, like you mentioned, has also been around for a while, so, we give them all the love today, and we're ready to see them, just do work. But over on the other side, they have probably one of the toughest, if not the toughest opponent they could have this season, and that is, of course, the Mages. The Mages consisting of Leo, Andy, Frog, Shua, Mira, Beanstalk, and Scuba Steve. Now, this team is well known for having one of the best climbs in history, and so we have to go back a little bit. We have to turn that clock back to Season 8 when they were originally Devious, and that was like Scuba Steve and I think Mira and just a couple others, and they were like bottom bronze, and those dudes grinded all the way from bottom all the way to the top, and they went from being Devious to being Solstice and having one of the greatest climbs in Pavlov VRML history, and now they're just chilling right at the top. And yesterday they did an amazing feat, and they took out Jabberwocky, which was the #1 team right now, who just earned their 3rd place bronze medal against Dream Team just before, if you caught that. But yeah, I mean, Mages are a tough opponent, and you can see right there, they're #2 ranked. They're 9-3, and they bring a lot to the table. Scuba Steve, of course, being the main IGL, the brains behind the operation. Shua also kind of being like that backup IGL and just being an excellent fragger. Leo and Andy just being, amazing shots and whatnot. Mira also, I've seen Mira just solo hold sites, and
yeah,
when Mira's ready to go, they're ready to go. And if Frog is a little bit newer to the team, but they're making strides. And then, of course, you have the freak himself, Beanstalk.
Oh my beanstalk. What a player, man. I mean, I can't remember when he came around, but it feels like he's always just been insanely good at this game. I mean, it felt like he just came in and was dominating the scene here.
Yeah.
And, you were seeing performances from him yesterday. He had a 24 kill game, Mirage, making it a 10-8 for Mages. It's definitely a player that I'm hoping to see come out in every single map today. But also, looking at Shua's an amazing player. I mean, his peaks and re-peaks, abusing the ping, he's got that down to a T. And I mean, it's really, really, really good shots. His M4 is scary, as well as Frog. Frog is also newer to the team, like you said, but they're also really good at the game as well. I was just in a deathmatch with a bunch of these guys. I was playing with some of the Mages people, playing with some of the DownFall people, and they were all looking scary. So I'm excited to see each and every one of them play.
Yeah, no matter what, we're gonna have a fire set of games today, and we are playing a best of 5. So I actually got to set that up. There we go. Quick little click of a button there, and we have our bans actually. So the Mages are going to elect to ban Inferno and Santorini, and then DownFall electing to ban Stahlbrecher and Dust 2. Let's talk about that a little bit. So DownFall have been historically pretty solid at CS maps, so for me it's a surprise to see Dust 2. So what are your thoughts about that one?
So I believe that the last time that they played, actually, they lost on Dust 2. And they actually beat Mages, I think, the second to last week of the playoffs. So now here's the rematch. And it's a little weird. Maybe Mages aren't comfortable with Inferno. I don't really know what it is, but they did not play well yesterday. DownFall, I'm speaking of, did not play well at all on Inferno. It was 10-5 in favor of Dream Team. Then they came back. Oil Rig, it was 10-9. And then they absolutely had a wonderful, wonderful stockpile. And I think they believe they ended that at a 10-7 yesterday. So, I'm a little confused with the ban. Again, maybe they're just not comfortable with it. But for the Santorini, it makes sense for Mages, and the Stahlbrecher for DownFall 100% makes sense. Yeah. Both maps that these teams are just not really well versed on, not really well practiced on, and it's something that does not come to surprise to me at all.
Yeah, and so we actually have map number 1 coming in from the Mages, and their first pick is going to be Industry. So let's talk about that one. So that is a surprising pick, because I remember, Mages, they used to not really like Industry. Like, they banned against like DEF CON and whatnot, and they would ban against any team that was even remotely well practiced on it. They just did not like that. But I think from their time playing in a PSVR2 league and getting used to some of the base game maps, I think they're starting to get a little more comfortable with it. So they probably are going to get put onto CT side to start off, but yeah, the Industry pick to start things off that's kind of a shocker to me. I would expected like a Manor pick or something, but maybe you're saving that till later.
Yeah, that's definitely coming to a surprise for me. I mean, they did win that PlayStation League, but the Industry game was super close, and even then, DownFall had been working on Industry in the earlier seasons of their lifespan, so it's something that they're definitely comfortable with, even with the update changing the CTB site, even with the T's being a little faster and being able to rush up mid a lot quicker than you saw before in the Unreal Engine 4.21 update. They still well versed on this map, and I'm definitely interested to see if Mages have been putting in the work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've had a lot of practice recently, and I'm actually gonna pull up their ratio on that. So let me pull up North America Mages. So currently, like I said, they're 9-3. Industry, this season they've only played it once and they didn't win it.
Against who?
It was against Jabberwocky, and it was a 10-9 game. That was the only time they played Industry.
Interesting to see.
So maybe they're hoping they can squeak by, something like that. But even then, it's like, that's That's really a shocker pick to me. Maybe they got something up their sleeve. Like that's what I'm feeling. Like they go in
Yeah.
confidently picking industry. Like, and hold up, I'll pull up Downfall too while we're at it. And you, for the viewers watching, you can also pull this up on vrmasterleague.com, and I encourage you to go there so you can check out all the action and all the stats for all of VRML's different leagues, from Pavlov to Breachers to Onward to Veil. Whatever your league fancy is, you can go and check that out. But Downfall, let's see, Industry, they've played it 3 times and they've won it twice, and they played it against let's find out. They played against Tainted, so that's one, and then they played it against Narc. So those are the only and then they played it a 3rd time. Who did they play it against a 3rd time? They played it against DEFCON, and they lost 10-5 on it. So the 2 times they won it were against non-like gold teams or non-master ranked teams. So
yeah. So definitely,
maybe
it's interesting.
I think it's a wild card pick. I really think, you know, they're trying to see if they can catch Downfall off guard and try to see maybe if they can swing the momentum and, you know, get that map out of the way. But it's an interesting call. And as I'm saying that, we have that ready to go. So I will get you swapped over, and I will get the stream swapped over, and we will get this show on the road. Star map. All right, come on. There we go.
All right.
I guess swap teams. There we go. And I'll get the audio going.
Did they restart?
I think they did, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, there it is. All right.
Yeah.
Also, chat, yeah, false start. Chat, thank you for hanging around. We hope you have enjoyed all of the Pavlov VRML goodness today, and like I said, we're gonna have some fire matches going on. So anyways, let's see. We got Leo, we got Frog, Shua, Freak, and Mira playing game number 1 for the mages, and then Tiny Timmy, Kraken, Frenzy Fry, Slay, and Deathinator playing for Downfall. So Downfall actually starting on CT. They want to get that. I think they want to get the disadvantageous side out of the way first, and then roll back on T side. So we'll see what happens. But round number 1, we'll take this. Leo got the 5-7 in the smoke, and it's looking like they want to. Actually, they're doing a bit of a split and slow play to start things off. Usually, you don't see that on Industry right off the bat, but you know, always got to keep your opponents on your
toes. Even on pistol rounds, it's not a very common thing. But Downfall's not a super rotate happy kind of team. Keeping Deathinator anchored there, that's a good call. But Tiny Timmy is going to be going to the aid. Hopefully they realize soon that they're pushing a little too slow. And Deathinator is going to be getting contact, and now Tiny Timmy is going to be rushing back over. Leo rushing the van for that bomb plant. Tiny Timmy and Leo getting in a little bit of a scrappy fight there. Leo going for the plant now. Tiny Timmy pushing out of doors there. Shua getting flanked by Slay, though. Slay might be able to pick off Leo. There you go.
Oh, look at this flank, though. It doesn't even matter because the Freak is in CT, and he's not going to be able to get to the bomb in time. Oh, my God. The long-range Glock coming out from Slay. And they're going to be getting that pistol round. Massive for Downfall coming out there. Slay with that 3K. Beanstalk with that 2K. And, yeah. Initial thoughts?
Downfall coming out strong, you know. They didn't over-rotate. They kept Deathinator on site. That was a very good call. And then Tiny Timmy didn't go too far. He was just playing on the outside part, and he had a very, very quick rotate immediately. And Slay with that push-up, you know, he caught them off guard on the pistol round. They just weren't ready for it, and he was able to get that 2K right off the bat. But now they're going to be going for an A push, and this is going to be a little bit quicker. Nate is thrown, doesn't get any tags, and now they're going to be calling over for the rotate. Kraken there on Chill Step, an infamous spot. And he's not going to be able to turn. Now it's just Slay in mid trying to help, but most of Mages has actually been deleted. Slay with another, but Leo's going to be picking him off, and now it's just Death and Tiny Timmy.
All Death needs to do is stall. Get shot at. Death is going to peek into him. I think Leo saw him, though. He's going to shoot, and Detonator's going to be fishing him off before he can get the bomb plant. 2-0 start, especially on a CT side. Pretty good. Because they got the bomb plant, they forced some AKs and shorties, so now they're going to have to save this round. So this is also almost a surefire round for Downfall, and they should be going up 3-0.
Yeah, that's a very good start for Downfall, getting 2 rounds on that CT side, and especially stopping that force buy from happening from the mages. That's, you know, you mentioned it, it's the economic damage is done, so now they're forced on a save. So Leo almost getting picked off right away from Tiny Timmy, who's hiding behind the car, and you know, they're the mages are playing it kind of slow, trying to see maybe if they can make it happen. And you know, Freak trying to get some deagle shots in. Nothing's really happening, though. I mean, Leo gets damage, of course. Oh, as I say that, there's the Freak coming alive. This is our Beanstalk that we were talking about, who, you know, put up those 24 kills yesterday. Frenzy Fry does pick up Leo, though. But yeah, you give a man a deagle, and you see what it can do. Slay picking up Mira there over in mid. Shua is lurking over towards B with the bomb, trying to see if maybe he could just get the plant, and the other two are getting the attention over towards A. So there's Frenzy Fry picking up the frog. Slay, oh, he just misses the headshot. Slay able to pick him up, and now it's Shua trying to get to the bomb, but can't do it. Tiny Timmy picking him up.
I mean, yeah, and let's take a look over at that scoreboard real quick. 3 rounds in, and we're going to be having 4-3 for the Freak, 2-3 for Leo, and then the rest of Mages not looking too hot right now. You have Detonator 0-0, though, so he's just been putting the assist. He is the assist man. Kraken 0-3, but the rest of Downfall is looking pretty fired up. And let's hope that spreads to the rest of the team. Nade coming in. He's going to be one hit and immediately dropped. Flashes are thrown. Shua firing. Detonator pushing up. Doesn't really get the kill. Shua getting a pretty good headshot right there. And now it's just Tiny Timmy on B site, and he's going to be pushed out. Smokes are going to be thrown out. Slay with the flank again, and he needs to just back off for a moment so the rest of his team can help him push. It's a 4v3, but Downfall certainly has the health advantage right now. Frenzy Fry and Kraken trying to get the picks, and Kraken gets one. Frenzy gets another, and now it's a 3v2. Slay coming in with the flank. Frenzy getting another pick, and now it's just Miss Mara, and they're going to be dropping right down to the floor. Downfall 4-0, so long as there's no Snoopinator grenade on that bomb plant.
Yeah, this is a really strong start for Downfall, and especially on CT side, like, Mages have their work cut out for them right now. They're going to be on that max loss bonus at this point. Well, if they lose this round, they'll be on max loss bonus, but they have enough to just continually keep buying even if they lose. And it's just, you know, they got to get around, and like they looked like they had the site take there, and then just Downfall just had a really, really good retake, and you know, it worked out. Slay's immediately on that flank. Everybody on Downfall is in the right position at the right time, it seems, right now. And so we're seeing the Freak trying to make something happen over towards the long. We see smokes going down everywhere. Slay trying to see what he can do, but he might actually push into a flank. Actually, no, he's falling back. He's keeping it cool. Tiny Timmy able to take out the Freak. And man, this is still not looking that great for the Mages, and they're gonna fall off. And I think Detonator is gonna call that rotate. He saw Frog run away, and you know, Slay's attention is gonna be over towards the A site at this point. Frenzy Fry and Kraken to hold things down here. We'll follow along with Kraken for a sec. Oh, his gun not cocked.
He still can't shoot. What's going on?
Oh my
no,
God.
he just got daved. He just got daved.
That is unfortunate. That's our term for getting CS:GO'd. But yeah, that the game did not like him. I don't know whether his gun wasn't cocked or something happened, but that is unfortunate beyond belief. It's still 2-on-2 though. It is possible for either team to really win here. Nobody's at an insane advantage at this point. Mira gonna be falling back. Oh, the flick from Detonator, and now it's a 1-on-1.
It's just the 2 1-tap people, and does Tiny clear this corner? I don't think so. Leo's just got to bide his time. With him being one tap, I mean, he's just gotta wait to hear the clips. Oh no!
Just a little boop.
That was honestly, that was a little unfortunate there. I mean, you didn't really know what was going on. Maybe there's an invisible wall that's stopping him from shooting, or I mean, we saw that his mag wasn't in there. Not really sure what was going on there for Kraken, and that's just really unfortunate. That's just not what you want to see when you have momentum going.
He had two of them lined up. Yeah.
I honestly thought we just were looking at an eye that couldn't see them for a second. That's what it looked like. But now we're going to be having another A push. It worked out for them there. Shots are fired off. And now we're going to see a rush out of them. And it's not really looking good for DownFall, but they still get one. Trade 2 for 1. Not really good.
Ooh. Nice nade coming out from Slay there as he picks up the Freak. I think it's a little bit of damage onto Leo, but...
Oh, a nade. Oh, no.
He answers right back.
Detonator coming around on the flank, gets one, and now it's just Leo and Frog, but they're on the other side of the site, and they're going to have to clear this pretty quickly. Frog is smoked off. Oh, no. Death gets one. He has no clips either, so there's no defusing this. He has to find Frog. Death realizes that, but he's going to get shot right in the back. That's just unfortunate. Frog really biding their time and playing that round pretty damn well.
Yeah, that was definitely well played from Frog there. Just playing it patient, didn't overpeak, didn't overextend. Even when those footsteps were right there and he could have just swung out really easy, just took the time and, did the job that he needed to do. So Mages get their second round, and at this point, the best they could hope for is a 5-4.5, but... if DownFall pick up a couple more rounds, that could almost spell the end in this game 1, if we're being honest.
I mean, you never know. Maybe Mages just needed to warm up a little bit today. Maybe they didn't get their deathmatch in super early and but yeah, we're looking at I guess a rotate. Looks like the bomb's already over on A, but the bomb is halved, and now he's one tap. All Kraken has to do is just shoot him just a little bit through this corner. I mean, we can't even see Kraken on our end. Now they're going to be pushing out. Frenzy Fry sitting on A site, going to be catching Kraken out. I don't know what's happening, but gunshots are being exchanged.
Ooh.
Then he gets 2.
Yeah, Kraken able to walk away with that. That is, that's real good for DownFall there. And Mira able to pick up Tiny Timmy, and now it's Slay versus 3, but Slay has already made this flank. As I say that, there's Frog to put a bullet in Slay's head there, and the Mages getting another round in. The economy on DownFall not looking that great. They are going to be saving going into this final round, which I think is, a good call. You want to make sure you have enough utility to, hold, especially on this map. But this could just very well be a round for the Mages, right off the rip. But, DownFall, I've seen them do really good with Deagles. You never know what happens.
Won several safe rounds, and they're going to be stacking A site. So, Mara now looks one tap.
Yeah, they got some damage. Leo got, tapped once. Frog got tapped once. Mira got tapped twice. I mean, you don't want to be one tap against a Deagle. It's not a good situation to be in. Freak taking out Kraken, and Detonator trying to make things happen.
Now, Mage is going to be all across site. The Freak making more work. Slay trying to get a pick, but it's just not going to happen. Now it's just Darude left on site all on his own. Oh, and just wiped. A perfect round for Mages there.
Yeah. Oh, and they had a DC. Either that or they had a swap.
It's the DownFall curse.
No.
I mean, they had 3 disconnects yesterday on Inferno, and it was not helping them at all. This is something that you just don't want to see, and this is something where DownFall is really going to have to bide their time. Either they stack a site, they win the round out, or they just wait so they can get their other 5th in, whoever's able to get in. But they really need to just bide their time. They cannot let this round go too quickly, and Mages really needs to go quickly. That's the exact opposite. Oh,
what a
tiny
nade.
Timmy.
What a nade from Leo. What a nade from Detonator. Answers right back. But yeah, Leo really just skipped that nade across, at least 20 parking spaces right there. Leo picking up Slay as well. Now it's just Kraken trying to make things happen there, and he could get wrapped by the Freak in about 0.5 seconds. So he's now stuck in this corner with not too much. Oh, actually gets a lot of damage under the Freak there.
Yeah, but now he's going to be pushed from that mid side, tagged by the nade. Yeah, he's got a 3-man push. Not much you can do. And now Detonator, M4 in a dream, 1 tap to an AK. It's not looking good, but they were able to get their 5th in, and that's going to be the most important thing. If you want somebody to drop, you want it to be the last round of the half. That way you can get no loss bonus.
Yeah.
Because you don't get any money for joining into
for
the
the
game.
drop.
You will
Yeah.
lose the money. Yeah.
I will say though, 4 rounds on CT side is still very, very respectable, and I think this
100%.
pistol round is of course going to set the pace for the second half here, and if DownFall are able to just start walking away on their T side, that's really good. But it'll be interesting to see how the mages set up their CT here in in anticipation of this. Again, they really haven't played this map too much this season specifically. They have practice on it from playing elsewhere, but that happened. So Slay and Mira are going to be trading. Frog actually picking out Detonator, but we see the last 3 going to be walking out of sight, and Tiny Timmy made a footstep just there, and so I don't know if Shua actually heard it or not, but he is stocked up in this corner.
Yeah, but Frog and Leal are actually flanking, so now they know that it's not a B, and now they're just kind of waiting. Tiny Timmy's got to swing on Shua, and he does. Bomb being planted. They don't know that the flank is happening, and they better set up for it. 3v3. This is anybody's round right here, and this is going to be the most important round for DownFall here. You do not want to lose this round. Punish Frog coming around the corner, sees Tiny Timmy. He hears the shot, but he doesn't turn around. Now he finally does. 3v2 for DownFall. 3v1.
Oh my god.
2v1. Leo. Oh!
The Rogue getting the headshot. Yeah, that was... Tiny Timmy, definitely the MVP of that round there, picking up, I think, 3 frags of that Tech 9 and was able to stop that flank. I mean, Frog could have done a little bit more there. Just the timing worked out in Timmy's favor there. And so, DownFall, they're going to be on the anti-eco here. Kraken full buying, but the other 4 on those SMGs. And we actually have an interesting buy coming out from the mages. Leo going to be on the UMP as well. A couple Desert Eagles, Mira full saving, presumably knifing. As it looks like they have their hands below. And Slay going to stop that, but Frog has the AWP, which, if any of these players aren't wearing armor or are low, they could pick it up. But I mean, I don't know that you want to really invest $2,200 when everybody else is saving. I think that was not necessarily the right call, especially now it being 2v5. Oh, Slay going for the drop shot, but Tiny Timmy able to pick up that kill, and just look at that. I mean, you're basically dead at this point.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not saying that the op is a bad buy. Yes, the 2200 doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but if you're a T-side player, the op is not bad. Most of the time, as a CT, you don't need to buy armor you don't need to buy head armor. You can save the extra $350 or even $1,000 because most of the other teams just run all AKs on their rifle rounds. And that means that you can actually get away with buying the op, but on T-side, they're going to be buying that armor because you don't want to get one-tapped by the M4, so it's a little questionable. Frog already one-tapped, but Rogue immediately being sprayed. Now the trades are coming out, and this is a 4-3, another drop. This is unfortunate for DownFall.
I mean, even then, they still have the numbers advantage, and it was funny because it was the Rogue who just swapped in, so, man, they're well, here, Darude is back now, so we'll see how this works out. And they know Mira is on the flank. Mira is now one shot, and they'll be dead at some point, right? Next 23 seconds, maybe? Oh, still gets the headshot. Able to save the AK, so no real damage there besides the loss of armor. But still nice shots coming out from Mira and DownFall, despite the number disadvantage there for a sec. They are ahead 7-5, and the mages don't really have that much utility. I mean, Frog on a frag grenade and an M4. Shua has a smoke. Mira has a flash. And DownFall are loaded when it comes to the utility right now. So they should have the advantage here. So
And if you don't notice, Shua is also running the M16.
yeah, you are right in that statement. So
So he's running the burst rifle right now. It's an interesting pick. It can work a lot. For Freak getting 2, bomb down, and now it's just Freak sitting on chill step. The rest of Downfall is on the other side of site with Slay being in middle. Slay's really got to make something work. He's got to get that pick on Shua if they're going to want to take back this round. He's just sitting there, biding his time.
yeah, I don't know.
Now
I
it's just
don't know if he made a step or not. It sounded like he did, but audio is a cruel mystery. So 50 seconds left, and this round, what we thought it had the advantage. The caster's curse comes to strike us again as the Freak shows us exactly why he is, in fact, the Freak. Getting those 2 kills right away, and it's looking like DownFall are just going to save, which I think is a good call. Frenzy Fry doesn't have the money, and Tiny Timmy will be able to buy him. They're only getting $1,500 for the round, so might as well try to save. If I were Shua, I'd maybe consider hunting. I mean, you have an M16. It's not like you're really giving anything too much of value. You're not losing too much there.
yeah,
Just
M16, no armor. I mean, there's not a whole lot to lose.
But at the same time, like there's reasons for keeping and reasons for not. So ultimately, he's just gonna chill and not do anything too crazy. Mira's actually gonna grab a gun anyways, so they all have plenty of guns.
I mean, yeah. Right now, Majors are kind of making a comeback. They were down 2 rounds. They were down 4-0, came back and made it a 5-4 half in their favor, and then they went down 2 rounds, and now they're finally picking up some pace on the CT side of theirs. And now Downfall's going to be coming out with an immediate rush on the A site. Nades are thrown, doesn't make any connections. The Freak trying to make some work, but he's swiftly dropped. Lots of trades going back and forth, back and forth. Tiny Timmy pulling out some util. Mara getting another pick. Now it's a 2v4, but the health advantage is sort of in favor of Downfall right now. There's a trade. That's not what you wanted to see. Not with a full health player. And now it's just Tiny Timmy. I don't know what his plan is. He has the bomb. He could probably bait out some people into peeking him.
If he can get on those stairs, I think that's his best bet right now. He does have the bomb. He could even get on stairs. If we're going big brain plays here, if I'm Tiny Timmy, go on the stairs if you can, bait out the bomb plant, see if you could get one of them to get antsy and peek and try to get a frag, and then go from there. Leo's over on the B side at this point, so not really much he's going to be able to do right now. Probably anticipating the rotate, but as soon as those numbers go into the bomb, these mages are going to pounce. Just like that.
Oh, and he flashes himself.
Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Tiny Timmy, but yeah, as I predicted, as soon as those digits went down, boom, two of the mages just swung right out. But yeah, I mean, was Frog, I think, right around these barrels that we're looking at on screen right now, I think.
Yeah.
But even then, like before, they were a little bit further back. If you can get to these stairs, maybe even like peek, you can use these stairs to actually peek through them, and you can really just bait out people there, especially when you have the bomb. And that's a way that could have worked out. But ultimately, there's only so much hindsight that you have, and hindsight, of course, is 2020. So, but both teams 7-7 right now. We've been seeing a lot of close games today, and you and I both called it correctly. I think that these were gonna go close.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, something that you really want to see different with those A pushes for Downfall, going down to their graves with that grenade right there for Tiny Timmy, serving it up real nice and hot. Punish Frog taking some damage though, and now Kraken's also down. This is not looking good for Downfall. If anything, I just reset. Don't waste the util. A lot of big things that we don't really see. That's something I have seen earlier in the season when they were playing is util on these were a lot better. You know, they were smoking out the double doors, they were smoking out garage so that they could push the site, but you're not seeing that from Downfall, and that's really what's going to be their demise.
Yeah, I mean, we also got Leo, who's just been on point with these grenades from yonder. I mean, he hit the nade just going across just skipped it across the parking lot, and he's done that like 3 times this game. Like, these nades are insane coming out from Leo, and Mira baiting some footsteps there. But yeah, Slay not really gonna go for this. I don't think there's no reason to. And the money on Downfall not looking super hot, but you got to wonder, like, what is it that they can change going into these last couple rounds?
You certainly want to see a slower push on A is something that I really think that you want to see from Downfall. You saw earlier that they're throwing those nades. They got to realize and analyze that they've been throwing those nades almost every single round into Kitchen on the right side. So you want to slow down your push, but also when you are pushing, you need to smoke off that outside door, and you need to smoke off that mid door. That way you're cutting them off, and you're 5v2ing the players instead of having the B players rotate in really quickly, go ahead, and now they're backing them up immediately. That's something that you just definitely want to see on their A push. For their B push, they need to move a little bit more quickly. There was too slow because you saw that nade, but if they were just pushing out, not being super slow, that nade wouldn't have been nowhere near most of those players. And they just gave Leo all the time in the world to just throw a perfect grenade right there, and props for Leo for taking advantage of that. So you just want to see them kind of do the opposite of what they've been doing on both sites. And now we're going to be seeing Slay push up, a lurk over on B from, I believe, Detonator, and the rest of Downfall is going to be taking... They don't have bomb. None of them have bomb.
It's somewhere. They might have put it down, I don't know, but Slay gets a lot of damage onto Shua there with that nade, so good usage of the utility. Yeah, that's a peculiar question. Where is the bomb? But it doesn't matter.
Spawn. It might have not loaded in.
Oh no, there it is.
Oh god.
They just dropped it behind, so hopefully one of them realizes. Maybe.
No, that's still in spawn, I'm pretty sure. It's right outside, so maybe it was intentional.
Yeah, we'll see. 55 seconds left. Somebody's going to ask where the bomb is. Frenzy able to take out Leo. That is B site open now. And Slay is just walking through. He might be able to pick off Shua. He's just got to be careful of flagging his gun barrel and looking the wrong way.
Not what you want to see. I think Tiny Timmy's going to go and pick up that bomb. Yes, and now all Darude really needs to do is push to those garage doors. Really take the space for Downfall. You got it smoked off. They're not going to know that you're there. And bomb's about to go down, but if Shua peeks, he's not really in position for it. 2v3. This is really looking pretty good for the setup for Downfall, but Mages are going to come in and pick this all at the same time. So, honestly, this is anybody's round right here. Some tags get thrown around. Now there's 2 one-hit players. One is down. Now it's a 2v2. Looking pretty good. Not turned around. Shooting at pretty much nothing in con there. Now it's just Tiny Timmy playing 2 one-tap players. He's just got to play the timeout. Both have clips, though. This could not be good for them. Clip, clip, clip.
Oh!
And he gets both of them!
What a play coming out from Tiny Timmy. He's quite lucky that both those players were one-tap, but that was a very, very important clutch for him to get, and both these teams have to be very careful with their economy right now, because either one of them, I mean, they're gonna, if they lose this round, they're not gonna have a lot of money, and they need to be, privy to that fact. But, Downfall making the correct adjustment. Like you said, they took their time, they got their picks, and, they took the space. Oh, Slay go right through. We're getting aggressive here on mid, and now the Mages have a thorn in their side, and they have to figure out where these players are. But Mira able to take out Slay just like that, and Tiny Timmy in the corner, but hidden by the... Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh! Whoa! Not like that!
Uno reverse card!
You can't let that happen! Ain't no way. Oh, but the freak... Oh, man, that's crazy. But the freak taking off 2 with him, and Kraken needs to get to site because it's just Detonator on the solo hold, but Kraken gets caught out, and look at this. Detonator picking up 1, but Leo able to get the kill, and Mage is up 9-8 right now. This is anybody's game.
Certainly an interesting push from Downfall. It was a little bit of a gamble pushing through like that, and I mean the smoke was perfectly placed. I think the only problem was is the direction that Slate chose to go. Honestly, Slate could have sat there and watched the door and waited for B rotates. He had Tiny Timmy with him in mid. He could have watched his back. You see him struggling to get that laser sight off. But yeah, no, I mean it was certainly an interesting decision to do that, and you could see that it didn't really work out. You know, the little knife trade that they had going on there. But the setup afterwards, I mean, that was kind of a little strange decision there. You did some sprays, some nades are coming in, and now like, oh my. Again, taking their time in that door, taking the fights. They just need to push up to that garage door, and then they can deal with shooting at them.
Yeah, that has been the thorn in their side, and who else but Leo to get the nades off? Anyways, look at that. Mira has pushed all the way through A site, but Frenzy Fire able to get that refrag, which is good. We're at 4-4 now. Mages are 1 round away from getting that victory, and Downfall 1 round away from tying it all up. And Shua going to be getting the kill on the Kraken. Kraken was low. Probably should have been behind some bit of cover there if he could have. But Tiny Timmy also getting taken out by Frog there. And so Detonator hopefully going to be able to rotate for Downfall's sake there. 50 seconds left. And you got to wonder where they're actually going. Nobody's on A site right now. They're not going to have this information, but I mean, Freak is just waiting, and they have 3 players over towards B. I mean, even then, with just the numbers alone, you can play for the retake. But is somebody going to realize?
Now, this setup's the most important thing, and he's going right for those stairs. That's exactly what you want to see. This is going to be the recipe for Downfall success in this one round and making it a 9-9. And you're seeing a bunch of low players. Leo, the only full health player. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Downfall, this is not how you want this to end.
Yeah, no, Detonator now to 1 versus 4 and misses the shots. His position now known by the rest of the Mages, and he walks into a crossfire. Mages gonna take that one 10-8, just like that in swift fashion. Like we said, close games, but Mages making the fewer mistakes there. So there is a look at our scoreboard there. The Freak on top, 16-12. Leo not too far behind, 14-11, doing massive damage with those nades, as we saw. Slay Exodus and Tiny Timmy, 16-11 and 15-11. So game number 1, of course, gonna go to the Mages. And, we still have, a few games, but if Mages win the next 2, then they will win the entire series.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't really see what you could do differently a whole lot. There was not a whole lot Downfall could have done differently. I mean, yes, Leo was getting those nades in every time, but they really didn't adjust to it at all. Like, they were sitting, taking those fights, and every time Leo just recognized that, and he was like, okay, then I'm going to toss this nade right at you guys. And he got some kills. He got that last round. He got Tiny Timmy and Kraken both 1 hit very, very early in the round, and that's just not what you want to happen if you're Downfall. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's just Mages were starting to take advantage of Downfall's slow play there, and they're getting that early nade damage, and ultimately it's not what you want to happen if you're Downfall, but Mages doing a good job of just really taking advantage of that. And folks, sorry about the scoreboard thingy. I don't know what's going on there, but it definitely wasn't a 10-0. It was a 10-8. So we will hopefully get that fixed at some point. I might just hit the reset button on that one. There we go. We're just gonna do that. So we know map 1 was industry, of course. And map 2 gonna be Downfall's pick. We'll see what they wind up picking here. So
there's 2 ways that I can see this going. If I'm Downfall, I'm not gonna pick Mirage, and I'm not gonna pick Oil Rig either. Those are 2 great maps right there. But as a team, it has more and more become clear that you don't want to pick Mirage as a map. You might be really good at it, but all the teams in these upper levels are good at Mirage, and you really want that side pick. And if you're able to take it to the 4th or the 5th map, you're going to have to force them to pick Mirage. That's what's going to happen. So it's really just something that, bide your time, pick maybe Oil Rig. That's something they've been working on and something they've gotten definitely better at. or even pick Stockpile. That's something that I don't really know if Mages is going to end up picking or not. But certainly it is going to be a interesting to see what they pick nonetheless.
I'll see if I can maybe pop into their stream or somebody can tell me what map 2 is going to be for them. But I see a Mirage in the replay that started a minute ago. I don't know if that is going to be the case there, but like you said, yeah. I mean, let's see. We've got Sand left. We've got Manor left. Oil Rig, Mirage,
Stockpile,
and Stockpile.
There's one more, right? We have 10 maps. There's 4 bands. No, Industry was just picked. So those are the last 5 remaining maps. You are right.
Okay, yeah. So one of those is not going to get played. So I'm interested to see. I mean, I feel like it's tough, right? Like, I feel like you can just go with the Manor pick. I mean, both teams are pretty good at it. Mages are really, really good at Mirage. But again, you know, you don't want to pick it because that side pick is just so important. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what winds up happening. But I mean, these are going to be close games. 10-8 on Industry. That's a damn good start. So
I mean, what did you honestly see that like really made it work for Mages? I mean, you know, I saw them doing a lot of really good things there, but what do you think were the key things to their victory there?
I think it's just players making less mistakes, right? Like when you're at that top level and both teams are like neck and neck with each other, it's just whatever team makes the fewer mistakes, because that one little slip up can cost you the entire game. And I mean, it was just like these like little slip ups that happened during the round, or you know, people not being like, I guess, in the right area or whatnot. But it just depends. I mean, I think it was a round by round basis. But I see a Stockpile, and we have a Stockpile, so we're gonna play Stockpile for map number 2, and we'll get that right on the board for you fine folks watching at home. Stockpile, a fan favorite of the Pavlov community. Stockpile is a pretty... It doesn't have a lot of verticality to it. They're going to be resetting anyways, so we'll get swapped over in just a moment. But yeah, let's see. We have the same 5 for Downfall. We got Rogue, Kraken, Tiny Timmy, Death and Eater, Slay, and then we have Freak, Mira, Andy Bajangles coming in for the Mages, and we'll see who the 5th is going to be. But yeah, I mean, Stockpile. Mages played a lot. Downfall have started playing a little bit more. What do you think about that map?
Something that where you go ahead and you watch yesterday's cast. You're watching the Downfall Dream Team matchup, and you're going ahead and you're seeing them play this map, and they came out swinging. It was the final map, and the last map before that was 10-9, and they lost the other map. It was 10-5. So definitely seeing from Downfall's side is they're feeling really confident about this. If they can come out swinging the way they did yesterday, I have no doubt in my mind that they can pick up this map. But Mages certainly play this map a lot more. They have played it a lot more. You know, you see these people in the matchmaking servers playing this map. You see them playing it as a team in general. It's definitely just one of those maps that Mages is super comfortable with, and it's something that might just give them the small edge that they need to win.
Yeah, I mean, they know the ins and outs of this map. Like, this is like, you want to talk about, like, you know, this is the hood I grew up in, this is the hood they grew up in. That's the only way to describe it. They have played this map to literal death, and I mean, Downfall have played it a lot in matchmaking as well, for sure. But you know, as a team, this is Mage's home territory, I feel like, and so it'll be interesting to see how this kind of works out. And we got a B push coming out. Actually, you know, they're reconsidering, and they actually, I think, got Downfall to Downfall now going back being like, hey, hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, they read this pretty perfectly.
Yeah, they're like, keep it together, boys. They have not officially made the push. Tiny Timmy did take a lot of damage. Freak, though, getting a lot of shots onto Kraken, though, and is going to try to take that wall control, and Kraken can no longer peek, and now Detonator is going to be exposed from the back. Detonator does pick up Leo, is going to be able to get back into Sandwich. Slay going to be getting a kill. Death not able... Oh, the Freak just turning around and, you know, doing his thing, and now Rogue and Tiny Timmy in CT. Tiny Timmy doesn't even have a lot of health.
Yeah, neither does the Freak, but he's been putting in the work right now. Kind of feeling himself.
Yeah, and he's in a really tough spot to, you know, try to clear at this point. Shua right around, so they're gonna walk into a crossfire.
Unfortunate.
And there it is.
Freak. The Freak Ace?
The Freak Ace coming into play.
The Freak freaking out right now. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah. 5 kills all to himself with only a little bit of assistance from Shua and Mira, but yeah, there you go. That is how you want to start things off if you are the mages going into game number 2. You know, you have that map 1 victory, you're feeling pretty comfortable. The stress isn't there. DownFall, a little bit more stress, but you know, they're keeping to what they know, you know? Just they're not getting antsy trying to any like weird buys or whatnot or any weird strats. They're just, you know, keeping it standard, and that's all you really got to do. So we're gonna see DownFall on a there goes Detonator. Unfortunate. I think he had the hand bug because of Oculus, so yeah, you can see him actually signing back in. I mean, it's a save round too, so you know, no worries on that front really. Not too much is lost. It's not like it's full buy run. Kraken coming through. Oh, gets the trade at least. But at least that's something you want. Rogue also getting a headshot. Mira able to get the kill on the Tiny Timmy, and now it's just Rogue versus 3 with a Deagle and a Dream.
Yeah, this is just something that you really don't want to see for DownFall. And at this point, it's kind of something where what you really have to realize is that if it, excuse me. Excuse me. So there's
Chad, it's okay. Explosion's not totally dying right now. It's all
I'm
good.
dying. No, I'm dying. There we go. All right. As I was trying to say, it's something that you really just don't want to see, and it's something for DownFall where they really just got to think about it. It's like if it happens once, it's going to happen again. It's not something where it's like it's just not. It's going to stop happening. So it's really something that you gotta keep in mind and not really try to have your players swap out. Really just try to keep the root in, but I've also seen him have some hand bugs. I've seen Rogue have some hand bugs. So it's definitely something that's a little like unfortunate. It's a little scary. And now you're going to be seeing a Freak getting a pick.
Tiny Timmy able to get that kill onto Leo, and he's the only one with a rifle at this point. Oh, there's a nade.
Oh, no. Goodbye. Oh, but he stayed alive for a little bit.
For a little bit, but I mean, DownFall doing their patented double deagle save anyways, and Kraken getting the headshot into Mira somehow. So I mean, maybe they'll be able to walk away with the gun. They're just trying to really solidify their eco, which I don't think is a bad call either. Kraken trying to get this pick here, and Shua swings the corner again, and that is going to be 3-0 for the Mages. So they're definitely having a better start of things this time around.
I mean, it's definitely something where like you're seeing 0 and 3 from Leo, you're seeing 0 and 0 from Andy, not even tags on other players. It's something where it's just like let Bean kind of take it away when he needs our help. They're there, you know what I mean? They're always there. They're not faltering. It's you know, you see the 0 and 3. It's not that he's not doing his job. Leo's doing his job this game. It's really just that Bean is taking the show right now, and that's really what you want to see. That's an unfortunate push for DownFall, though. Now it's just a 3v5, and Mages came out practically unscathed. Andy one tap, and everybody else full health. Util comes out. Kraken sitting in this corner. He's trying to get tags. He gets 1. If he can get 2.
Rogue actually picking up the second there, and you know, DownFall evening things out, which is good. Rogue barely staying alive. Kraken being the guardian angel though, and freaking taken out, and all of a sudden now it's Andy Bajangle. So DownFall have completely turned this round around. And the man who got 2 frags right off the beginning. But look at this. All 3 players are like everybody in the server right now was 1 tap. This is this is so scary for either team.
Yeah, this is something that you don't really want to see, and it's like all of them are 1 tap to the AKs, obviously. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, but I think he got legged. He has killed. Yeah,
Yeah,
literally one little smidgen of health you could barely see if you're not running this
He
at
might have
least
had
10
like
ADP.
he might have had like 26 health or something. Like he's lucky that he did not go down. I mean, that could have still been a trade, but yeah, wait for the rest of DownFall to just turn that round around. But May just had a really good, well, Andy had a really good opening in that, just getting 2 frags right off the rip, punishing that gamble coming out from DownFall. And so now the Mages are going to adjust. They realize A didn't really work out. We're going to try B again. Tiny Timmy actually going to get aggressive, and this could be not a good thing. He's throwing the flash out. Oh, would he get Shua? No? Oh, he gets the Shua with the flashbang. There's the first flash kill of this series, of the day. Tiny Timmy picking it up and picking up 2 kills. Mira also going down as well. So DownFall have completely locked down the B site, and now it's just the Freak and Andy Bajangles to try to make things happen. The Freak does have the bomb, trying to take this long-range fight with Tiny Timmy, but Tiny Timmy gonna have this advantage with that M4. It's just generally better at long range, and he's gonna peek at the exact right time. Tiny Timmy just holding down B, but there's the nade from Andy Bajangles. And now he has to get the ace clutch to try to make things happen with only 40 seconds left. It's going to be a difficult ordeal, and I'm thinking he's just going to save here.
Definitely the right call. Dropping the bomb there, as you can see. Now he's going to be peeking into Slay, and he doesn't even land a single shot there. Slay exits with the pick on Andy Bojangles, and honestly, not much he could do there. But now you're seeing kind of a turnaround. DownFall really coming out from the 3-0, going 2-3 now. This is really, really important for them to win this next round because, as you can see, most of this Mages lineup doesn't have any money. And they're going to have slight loss bonus, but, you know, $50, $200, $450, you're probably not going to have enough to buy the AK and armor, which is something you don't want to see. And you're seeing the Freak right now and Leo run actually no armor.
Yeah, Leo actually on the AK Shorty, which is going to be a little weaker against armor. It still can 2-tap to the face, which can be a little scary to deal with, but, you know, you're kind of scrapping together a buy right now, and you're trying to see what you can do, but, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments each of these teams are making. Like, it seems like they're adapting to each other pretty well. You know, it might take like a round or two, but once they get that adaptation, they are in it. And you know, so we have a solid A defense here actually. Kraken and Frenzy Fry both looking towards A long there. A long kind of being the key to this map, where Andy Bajangles and Freak are. You lose A long, you pretty much lose A site for the most part. It is very important to hold, and Slay going to be backing up a little bit as soon as we see Mira kind of peeking around as well. Slay taking out Mira behind the camera.
Now, if Beanstalk is to come back, now he's going to go through CT, but he's going to get picked. That was a mistake. If he had just peeked into Rogue, Rogue getting 3!
That is crazy from Rogue right there. You know, getting the kill, getting shot in the back, still turns and gets the kill onto Andy Bajangles. And now the Mages, they could force buy, and it looks like some of them are buying SMGs, maybe just to have something automatic. But even then, like, you know, maybe just go for the full save or something. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, most of the people that bought the SMGs are above 2K, which is something that, if you know the Pavlov economy, when you stay above 2K, you're always able to buy in the next round, loss bonus or not.
Oh my god! Tiny Timmy with the quad feed on that nade. That just... Oh my god! Anyway, we got interrupted by that nonsense. Wow.
I'm honestly sad it wasn't a 5.
Oh, that would have been the crazy stuff we're seeing during the finals right now. That's what you can come to expect out of Pavlov. Just, man, what a nade from Tiny Timmy. He is a iron wall on this B site. He's just holding it down. I mean, he's already 10-5. The Freak 8-5 right now for the Mages. That's crazy. That is so. Oh, look at this. He's getting aggressive. He gets that information, but is he going to continue to go for it? He does, and he gets the free pick. At this point, if I'm Tiny Timmy, just run away. But he's just going to hold down the fort. You're going to be electing to run back over towards the A site. The B take has failed, and look at this. Tiny Timmy's actually pushing all the way through. They know it's got to be A at this point. Rogue and Kraken just have to hold on until reinforcements arrive. And there comes a nade. Slay getting the nade onto Mira. More nades coming out.
I mean, you just saw Leo try to run in and immediately... Oh, and they're getting flanked, actually. That's unfortunate, and now it's just the Freak. One tap with an AK in hand, and now it's on the ground. That's unfortunate. I mean, you saw Leo going to push in and throwing util, and immediately a flash just blows up right in his face. You can't see anything. It's all white, and it is not good. Now you're seeing a little bit of a different story, you know. Earlier I was talking about the Freak really putting in some work, but he had 8 kills when I was talking about that, and he still has 8 kills. It is not looking good for him right now, and 1 and 8 for Leo is also something that you don't want to see from Mages. Right now, if I'm Mages, I need this round to reset this map. If you want to reset this map for you guys, you got to win this going into the half. Take that momentum right there.
Oh, Tiny Timmy's about to walk into it, and yeah, Shua gets that opening pick. Tiny Timmy finally getting punished for getting aggressive. You know, you have the utility, might as well go for it and see what information you get. You don't have to commit to the fight necessarily, but that's just going to completely open up the door on B, and Shua just, again, getting the... Oh, Slay doesn't realize the nade hit there. He might have been flashed and didn't hear it, so now all of a sudden... This is what we can expect to see from the Mages, just a storm onto site, and again, we talked about those mistakes that people are making, and one little mistake, and that can cost you an entire round, and potentially the game even. But Rogue and Kraken have to go for this. It's a 2-on-5 retake. They have double clips. Shua getting another one. Shua's just on fire this round, and Kraken goes for it, and Freak able to get that headshot, and he just peeked into the entire cavalry of the Mages there. But now we're in the second half, and I have a question for you. You find this map CT-sided or a little bit more T-sided or pretty even?
So for the main part, I find this CT-sided. I find it CT-sided in every aspect of this map except for over on A-long. A-long is something that the T's can really just take advantage of. Once you take it, I mean, like you said earlier, you just have A-site, and once you take that, it completely turns the map around and flips it over on its side. It is not good. And now you're seeing Mira come in with the util. Flash is thrown, 2 players flashed, all flash now. Still pushing though. They're not going to stop this train. Rogue getting another frag out. Now that's B-site open. The Freak coming in to back them up. They're getting peeks. Shua getting tagged, and now Darude's one hit. Dropped his gun though. That's unfortunate. Now it's a 3v3, and DownFall's not looking very good with health, but Rogue going off with the kills right now. Rogue looking for another. Rogue getting it. I think was that an ace from Rogue? That was a 4K from Rogue.
No, that had to be a 4K. Yeah, I mean, and he went off on both pistol rounds, if I remember. Or no, he went off on a pistol round on Industry. But yeah, that was a good round for DownFall to try to win there, and that's gonna set him ahead this round, and maybe even put him at 7-4. Don't want to jinx it though. Anything can happen, and Mages can get pretty nasty with their Desert Eagles. So we will have to see, but. Nevertheless, we're seeing a little bit of a different storyline. We see the DownFall in the lead, and pretty confidently too. Their backs are a little more against the walls. Mages have that first map win, which is something that definitely makes things a little bit easier for them. But ultimately speaking, I mean, I don't think DownFall seem too phased about it. So, there's the shots coming in. Shua literally doesn't have a health bar. He has a sliver of health. Rogue takes out the Freak. Oh my god, Shua getting the headshot. I mean, it was against a player that had a Glock, so nothing really was lost, but there's Leo taking out Frenzy Fry. And Mira gets a knife.
That's unfortunate. And now they're picking up guns and all this. Kraken sitting in sandwich. As soon as the smoke dissipates, he's going to be fighting Andy Bojangles. He sees him for a little bit, gets the pick. Now Rogue is going to probably be pinched from A site, but it doesn't matter. He gets a pick right away. Mero getting the AK, but nowhere in sight. I thought he was flanking behind him, and I thought that was going to be really bad for Rogue there. But just as they were about to win this save round, DownFall claws back in and shows some life.
Yeah,
7-4.
Yeah, I mean, with Mira did have that flank. He actually got the knife on whoever this player was that has unfortunately passed away. But I think as soon as the other two players went down, he's like, you know, I got the gun. Let me just save and let me make sure that my team's economy and everything is just really solidly in line, especially going into the late game going on. So 7-4 for the Mages. All of DownFall on AK-47s and all of the Mages on M4s. This is going to be the round that really determines things. I mean, and again, we said this was Mages' map. This is the map that they have probably played the most of any team. And DownFall are currently ahead. Oh, Kraken's about to... Oh, he got saved by that box. Kraken going right behind, and Andy's not even going to get that information either. Like, he might have heard a footstep, but he didn't get the tag. He doesn't know that somebody is truly over in Snake there. And so we have a little bit of a split play there coming in from DownFall. Kraken throwing a little bit util. Frenzy Fry getting the headshot on Namira, and that's going to open things up a little bit for B-Site, but they don't have to commit, especially Rogue being the first one in with the bomb. He is going to pretty smartly back away. Leo and Kraken going to be trading.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing the other members of DownFall, Slay over in mid, Tiny Timmy now backing up in Snake. Rogue just needs to stay alive. 2v2, now they're both getting flanked. This is actually exactly what DownFall needs. Tiny Timmy and Slay working together. Now it's just a Freak with the smoke and AK, no armor. But it doesn't matter. Both of the DownFall members have AKs anyway.
Oh, now they're... Oh, this timing. And he's able to use that smoke to get inside to Cubby there. Oh my goodness, the Freak pops off and he clutches it for the Mages once again, just, you know, positioning himself in such a way to where Tiny Timmy, he checked that. So you're wondering, how did he even get there? Well, he wrapped himself around. The timing just didn't work out, and they were kind of looking at the same thing, and you know, that was a round for, you know, that was a necessary round for the Mages to win there. But DownFall taking a little bit of extra time in the spawn, you know, really going over their buy, making sure that, you know, what they're doing is what they want to do. And you know, again, both these teams' economy kind of tough after this round. If DownFall pull ahead, I mean, Mages are not going to have the money to really do too much of anything. But if Mages win, the same could be said for DownFall.
100%, and this is something that, like, either team, I think whoever wins this round might win the game. I mean, if you see Mages win this, they're going to tie this up. You know what I mean? They're going to get a free save round. I mean, we've seen both teams do amazing things on save rounds, but most of the time it's a surefire, and that doesn't do as much damage as I think Mages was hoping for. But now they get some tags. You get some sound notifications that you got tagged with the nades. Slade taken down by Shua. Now I'm thinking DownFall should just rotate.
And Freak just doing a lot of damage. Oh, actually, he gets like one tag or whatnot, and he's just spamming through the smoke trying to get that information. Shu are going to be going back to long. Mages have the numbers advantage here, but we have Kraken on the flank. Trying to maybe see if he can make something happen, and if Kraken does make it happen, then that could open things up for DownFall a little bit. And they're going to catch each other at the same time. Andy does take out Kraken, and so now it's a 3 versus 5. Two players still over on the A site. Oh, Rogue with a nice headshot onto Leo, and I think Leo may have caught them rotating, so they might consider that. But even then, the Freak and Shua is still anchoring over on B site just in case. Rogue does not have a lot of health. Oh, he does not want to take that fight. And oh, Frenzy takes out Andy Bojangles, and they run out of time.
Ran out of time. We weren't even paying attention.
Yeah, you just get so caught up, and like, you know, I guess they were maybe they had an extra 15 seconds to do something, but yeah, they ran out of time. It's another first for today. What, like an unintentional run out of time. I don't know. I don't know if the call was to save there, but you know what? They still have the money to full buy, and you know, this. You were saying last round is going to be it. I think it's going to be this round. I mean, either team desperately needs to win this for the sake of the late game economy. So, oh, look at this.
Now you're seeing Mara with a nade in hand.
Oh, that was a smoke.
Oh, it was a smoke.
That's a grenade.
Nade. Another util going out, misses though. Tiny Timmy trading out. Now it's a 2v3. The Freak with the Kobe-like grenade. All the way over a yard into the back of B-site. Freak getting one. Freak not able to get two though. And now they're trading it out. And this is looking kind of scary for DownFall. If I'm DownFall, you really need to reset this. I mean, the things that could be you could really see that you need to do differently is first off, the amount of util that they're using, not really in the right spots. I think they didn't take enough time there for the B site push. Let the Snake player make something work. You know what I mean? Throw some flashes up there, bank it off, force them to back off, and now you.
The cross map. No, that's not what you want to happen if you're DownFall. That's crazy. He got it.
I'm speechless. That's
insane. Man, that we got our first flash kill. We got our first cross map kill. This game is a first for everything. It seems not like for the season, but for the finals match right now. Man, yeah. That's crazy. Oh, first 4K with a grenade. This match has been something special. Leo taking out 2, and now it's a 2-on-5 right now, and Mira's gonna be pushing right through B.
Yeah, she was still staying in the back of long right now, so it's definitely something that you don't really want him to push up, but it looks like he might start to venture off on his own. Kraken watching it, but if he looks away for even a second, Shu's going to catch him off guard. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to fight each other. And I think Kraken with this low amount of health. Oh! As I was trying to doubt him. Kraken comes out on top. But now the Freak doing what the Freak does. Getting the picks, getting the frags, and now it's just Rogue, a bomb, and it looks like he's saving. I mean, look at this economy. It's in tatters. It's absolutely shattered. And now Mara coming through. Rogue, Mara trading some shots. Now he's just going to be going back to site. He's got 1 second, and all he has to do is hide behind the sandbag to keep his gun, and that's what he does. That was a smart play by Rogue. Oh.
Almost.
Okay, yeah. So he kept his AK. Gotcha. All right. This is something where, like, you kind of saw it the last round. DownFall was up 7 to I believe it was 4 last game, and they lost, and now they were up
7 to 4 again.
It was 7 to 6. Sorry. They were up last round, and now it was 7 to 4.
Not again.
That's just evil. There is no way I am letting anybody disrespect me like that. That is insane.
Oh my god. We just witnessed a cold-blooded murder. I can't. Tiny Timmy gets to pick on Leo. I mean, yeah, even the score, but you can't. That's insane. That is just truly insane. And Slade turns around at the wrong time, but is he able to get out? He does. The Rogue does pick up Shua.
Make something work here. This is.
But as we say, that Andy Bajangles right there to put the AK in his face, and now it's Tiny Timmy and Frenzy Fry to try to make things happen. A lot of smoke's coming in.
Actually might work in DownFall's favor there, as now they're going to have a free rotate right over. The free coming behind, but he's not going to be able to see them. And this is exactly what they want. Now they're going to get the free rotate. Nobody anywhere near B site. And now they're going to be able to get that bomb down. All they need to do is have some really good positioning. If both of them can just push, maybe Khan, maybe Snake, plant it for that. I mean, honestly, you're going to be seeing something amazing from DownFall. But they're opting to play it safe. They don't really know where people are at. Now
that's that hindsight that they don't have, that we as casters have, is, man, the opportunity to just take space, right? Frenzy Fry's in a one and done spot, especially like if he gets swung by Mira, somebody's gonna get refragged. And Tiny Timmy and him trade. Oh, he gets
one.
Ooh, oh, and no! Mira gets the kill on him, and Mage is gonna be up 9-7. Frenzy almost clutching it, but Mira able to clutch it out in the 1v1 situation. And again, it just comes down to, are you hitting your shots? Are are you making mistakes or not? And that's even to come back after getting cross-mapped a second time, if we see it a third time, I'm retiring.
Yeah. Well, don't speak into it. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna. That's Caster's curse.
Oh
man.
yeah, see there's a knife. Whee! Oh my god, it almost hit him. Stop it.
Drop on the last round too.
Oh no, man. Well, that basically counts as a cross map, right?
Curse. Looks like you're retiring.
It was nice while it lasted, everybody. Thank you me for my service, I guess. And Slay and Frenzy both picking up kills. They are both low, so Mage still have that health advantage there, and Leo's going to be wrapping around CT right now. We'll follow along with him for a hot sec here, as the bomb is going to go down onto the A site, presumably. Mira and Andy Bajangles on that A flank. Oh, but Tiny...
at the perfect time.
Woo, that timing. And Frenzy might get the information that both players are here, and he's actually going to get... Oh, he should get the information that both of them were peaked there. And Tiny Timmy has the opportunity to wrap around here.
That smoke might actually mess up DownFall more than they know. They're going in. Mara with the clips.
Doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter.
Slay able to pick up both kills, and DownFall are still in this one. We have potentially another 10-8 or even a 10-9 game. Somebody needs to make me a 10-9 siren, like a 10-9 alert button, because, man, could have used that. Anyways, here we go. Speaking of kills going on, Tiny Timmy, once again, 17 and 11, doing a lot of the work for DownFall right now, and then Freak 21 kills. And we're looking for some cross-map windage. There it is. Does not hit anybody. The field goal was not, in fact, good. And so DownFall going to live to actually be able to play, with all 5 of their members for a round.
This is something where if Slay and Darude are able to get Shua down there on long, this is going to be the opener for the round, and it's going to be a big one. You saw them pushing really fast. Now they're slowing down, and I think the Freak actually might be around to back him up. I'm not too sure.
Look at this sneak play coming in from Andy Bajangles, though. Freak does kill Slay. Andy does get one. Can he make it 2? No, he doesn't, but Frenzy able to get the trade on the Freak, so at least that opens things up a little bit. Oh, Death in here gets the kill on the Andy, but loses his helmet. Mira getting the kills, and just like that. How did... Oh, he was still over NSA. Okay. Oh, no, Tiny Timmy got the team kill on the Detonator. That's what happened. That's how he died. That is unfortunate. But Mage is going to be taking game number 2 in addition to game number 1. So Mage is 1 map away from a first place victory. Let's get that onto the board. They are red, so we're gonna do that. The Mages take game number 2. We're just waiting for game number 3, but thoughts about game number 2? I mean, we had some shenanigans going on that game.
You saw amazing plays from DownFall. We saw the quad nade from Tiny Timmy. We saw the 4K from Rogue on pistol round. You saw some crazy gamble pushes that ended up working out for them. But at the end of the day, I think their biggest downfall was one. Yes, they lost a lot of players. There was a few rounds there, though, where there was just some over-peaking. And that thing that you were talking about, who was making more mistakes? That's really what it came down to. And unfortunately, DownFall lost that. And that's not to say that, the technical difficulties that you're seeing on DownFall. They only have 6 players. You're seeing the same 6 people rotate in and out of the match. It's absolutely the most unfortunate thing that you're seeing right now. This is not what you want, and this is unfortunately the things that you just have to roll with. Yesterday you saw a different scenario. You saw DownFall losing some players, but they weren't really keeping the game close to begin with, so it didn't really matter. Now you are, and you have to sit there and wonder, if they didn't drop those players, would the game have gone differently? I think it would have. I think it genuinely would have. Majors played really well, but it was mostly Beanstalk with the 22 and 10.
Yeah, you think to the 2 cross-map knives you got right at the beginning of the round. I mean, you're playing a 4v5 at that point, and I will give props to DownFall for being able to play some of those rounds and still win, and still despite the disadvantage, just rolling with it. But yeah, I mean, it's those things that just completely make the difference. And I mean, mages are doing good at taking advantage of that, and they're also just their CT is solid. They have a really good defense. They play off of each other really well as a team, and that was it was looking good for DownFall. And then mages they're able to keep it calm, cool, and collected, and just clutch up. And you saw some amazing plays. And again, some of these rounds, they come down to 1v2s, 1v1s. Like, it's not like it's just a decisive just wipe, right? It's some of these rounds are just really, really close, and that's what it's like at the top level of play. The tiniest mistakes will cost you the game, the tiniest inconveniences too will just cost the game. So mages are 1 map away from taking it all home and winning the season 13 NA champs. DownFall have 2 maps to try to come back to force a map 5. So we'll see if this is just a 3-map series or if we go all the way to 5. Who knows?
Yeah,
but
and that next map is going to be Oil Rig, picked by mages, and that's something that might really work in DownFall's favor. It's a CT-sided map. When you're throwing those nades into B main on CT, you're throwing those nades, flashing them, pushing them. I mean, that's something that's really deadly. That both sides can use that to their advantage. But again, you saw DownFall yesterday winning this map through the skin of their teeth. They're gonna need the side pick.
Oil Rig also being a very, very popular map. Like, if Stockpile's here, Oil Rig is like right up against it. You know what I mean? Like, that is another map that just gets played so much, and it's another fan favorite, and we've seen it in all 4 of our matches today. We saw it in the EU Bronze Final where Valk took OP on that map. We saw it in the EU Grand Finals where VA took it against FBI. And we saw it in our bronze game where Jabberwocky beat Dream Team on it. So I mean, we've seen it all day today. It is like I said, a fan favorite map, and a map that you can do some pretty creative plays on. And the 2 sites are pretty different. B site, it's for those aggressive players. It's for those players that like to just get out on the site, use as much util as you can, and just play as aggressive as possible. Where A is more so, it's a harder site to take if you're on the offense, but you have multiple ways to get there, and ultimately you can do some pretty creative stuff with it. You can do some slow plays and whatnot. So anyways, I believe we have the map up, so I will stop my yapping for right now, and we will get that up for the folks at home. By the way, too, we'll shout out to all the VRML sponsors, HyperX for providing our NA prizes for tonight, and we've got ProTube. We got ProTube providing the prizes for the EU side of things today, and let's get this swapped up. So DownFall actually starting on T side. What are your thoughts about that?
I definitely think it's the right move, 100%. And especially if they can come out with at least 4 rounds on this, I think they can take this map away. I think Mages has really good util. We saw Leo with the grenades on Industry. We saw the grenades, the knife throws, the smokes, the flashes from Mages, and they were really important and pivotal in the rounds that they did win. So this is going to be a little scary for DownFall. They're going to have to come in. Hopefully we don't really see a whole lot of mid aggression and bridge aggression from DownFall. That's something that they definitely overdid yesterday. It's something that sometimes helped them, sometimes didn't. But hopefully they can pick and choose their moments for this. But the round is started and the first gunshots are being fired, and it was looking like we have Slay Exodus up there and Upper just biding his time, waiting a little bit. He's peeking a little bit. Util coming out. And Mara not really giving them any peeks, anything to let them know that they're there. But Mara does get picked, and now there's bomb site open. But over peeking from Tiny Timmy, out with no cover. Smokes are thrown, and that might actually work in Downfall's favor to have the smoke there.
Yeah, I mean, he gets 2 headshots. He was definitely feeling himself there, but, yeah, there goes Slay right there, and, the Freak is getting behind the, what's it called? And now it's Detonator versus 3, but 2 of them are 1-tap. Oh, that's not the fight you want to take if you're Detonator. Leo cleaning him up, and the Mages are going to be able to take that pistol round. It was looking pretty good for Downfall at the beginning there, but Mages doing a very good job with the retake, just playing together, and they're doing the work. So let's have a look at that scoreboard. Andy and Leo both picking up 2, Freak picking up 1, and then Tiny Timmy and Detonator picking up 2 and 1 respectively. Go ahead and take it away for this second round here.
Oh, I can totally do that for you. So you're going to be having Slay, Kraken, probably going to be going under for that ape. Oh my god, it's a save round, but that's still not what you want to see on any given round. Another nade thrown, doesn't connect, a little too early. Now you're going to have Kraken kind of fighting over at mid. Nil peeks and gets all the information he needs. Now Mages kind of know it's going to be an A push.
That was very close to Leo's head.
That's what it's about.
Yeah. And they're just letting him get the bomb plane for free, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, Frenzy almost getting the kill on the Freak there. It does take a lot of damage. Andy Bojangles takes Tiny Timmy, and now they know where this last player is. And his gun did not fire for some reason. So, Freak able to get that kill.
Was blind?
He could have been. So, either way. 2-0 going to the Mages. And, we're going to see our first full buy round at this point. Leo and Shu are going to be on M4s. Mirage still going to be on the FAMAS, I think. No, he dumps that French piece of garbage. And, he's going to buy...
Hey, watch what you're talking about. My FAMAS there. That's my FAMAS.
It was such a good gun, and then just
took a nosedive. Took a straight down nosedive.
Yeah. Oh, Leo and Destiny are gonna be fighting over an A long, so I'm trying to. Oh, Leo gets taken up by Frenzy, so that aggression does get punished. I mean, granted, Frenzy does take a little bit of. Or a lot of damage, and look at this. Slay has moved up into the bridge area here. It has to deal with the Freak, and I don't know if the Freak quite saw him or not. Tiny Timmy able to get that kill. Slay able to pick up the kill into the Freak. Kraken picking up Shua, and we're having a near perfect round. It's just Mira versus the world here, and now granted 3 players are very low on HP, but 1 versus 5. Not something you want to be facing, and especially all these members of Downfall, they are just chilling. I think Tiny Timmy might have seen him. So, Tiny Timmy, oh no, the nade does not get thrown as Tiny Timmy shoots him at exactly the right time, and Mira's just going to be saving there, and Downfall walk away with a perfect round.
Yeah, that's something you definitely want to see, especially on your T side. Don't really want to be losing too many people. You don't want to be losing people in general. My point being is on T side, that's super important. Keep your money up. You're seeing people not with a whole lot of money, and they grabbed another gun there. You know, and Slay coming in with that flank, you know, that's the one time that he used it. That's where he's going to go ahead and take advantage of it. But you can't keep doing that now. Mages is going to adapt. You know, you're at that upper level team. You're not going to be able to get away with the same thing over and over again. You might be able to use it later in the game. Maybe they forget about it, or they don't think that you're going to push it anymore. But it's something that you just can't try to keep abusing. It's something, it's a one and done. And,
Kraken, unfortunately, missing that smoke there. But, you know, he's still going to hold on to that defense. And look at this Freak pusher right in. Punishes Frenzy with the utility in his hand. And that's a great start for the Mages there. And, you know, not something you want to deal with if you're Downfall. It's always so annoying getting punished for that. But, you know, sometimes the aggression works out, and you got to be ready for it. Or you got to have a teammate there with a gun up. So, Tiny Timmy able to take out Leo, and we're still getting some regression there. Shua taking out Detonator, and Mira getting the kill on the Tiny Timmy. And Shua picking up another kill on the Kraken, and now it's Slay versus 3. This kind of a weird force buy, half buy is working out brilliantly for the mages, but Slay is on that flank. Oh, he shot when he shouldn't have, and that is going to be punishing for Slay. That is for sure.
Yeah, and you see somebody over there by mid-Z area. I think it's Andy Bojangles. Yeah, he's coming over right now. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Slays hears him, doesn't drop on him. And that's something where it's like, again, I'm talking about it earlier. It's something you see a lot from Slay. You see a lot of lurking. You see a lot of it. The key to being a good lurker in this game is to know when not to lurk. You can lurk. It works out. It's done beautifully. It's my preferred role as a player in this game. But you can't be a good lurker if you don't know when and when not to lurk. You can't send your team rushing to site, pushing site really quickly, and then go ahead and have the rest of your team just die while you're not even close to flanking. And Slay really just needs to save his gun here. He's already cut his losses.
And plus, it's an M4, so it's not like if he died, he'd be able to rebuy it or anything. But, well, they still do have the money. They are going to be able to buy out here. And again, you know, you want to get as many rounds on T side as you can if you're Downfall there. And mages, again, just, you know, they're doing a good job at changing the pace when they need to. And you got to be wary as that no matter what team you are. You definitely don't want the CTs to get control of the pace. Oh, okay. We have a successful nade dodge in the building. And we have some action going on towards A long and, you know, towards OSHA over here. Leo going to be backing off, going to be tossing that defensive smoke there. That's something you know, now that smokes are a little bit more powerful, by that I mean way more powerful, Tiny Timmy just kind of running out with the bomb there. Doesn't really have his team behind him, which is very unfortunate for Downfall there. His team was not ready to commit to that. And, oh my god, Andy. That was a shot. Andy Pajangles pick up another one. He just laid him the flip out. Honestly,
I would have allowed the F word right there. That was amazing from Andy.
We're a family. We try to be a family-friendly show here as much as we
get
can.
At least one, all right.
It depends if the moment calls for it, you know. But Kraken, you know, low health and not really going to be able to do much of anything. So now we're seeing a different story where the mages walk away 4-1, and nobody's going to be checking this. Or is the freak going to have... Oh, Kraken, you made a step.
Freak's on his way. Oh, we didn't even see him. Andy coming in with the backstab.
Yeah, man. The action that goes on behind the camera is certainly something. And you saw it right there. That even scared me a little bit. I had to do a little flick behind. But, yeah, 4-1. The mages... inching closer and closer to getting their official victory and getting their championship stars. All of them would be for the first time. So we're seeing a change of pace over to the B site. Freak throwing something. I don't know. That nade bounced up the stairs, mind you. So that could have been crazy to deal with.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it went into the ground. That definitely was a weird bounce that definitely should not happen normally. Flash is thrown again. Now they're pushing out the site, the Freak. Now returning with his own pieces of util. Nade comes in. Oh, these trades are not working out for Downfall. Now it's just Slay versus 3.
Yeah,
looking around, looking away at the last second. Gets the pick, but now Andy dropped. Did he see him in the corner of his eye? I don't think he did.
Yep, and there he goes. Off with your head. Well, he didn't get a headshot, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. 5-1. Mage is still pulling ahead, and they are, you know, again, it's a CT-sided map, but they're doing just a really good job securing all these rounds. And Downfall don't really have too much eco to play with. I mean, granted, you're on loss bonus at this point, so, you know, you're going to be accumulating that loss bonus. It's what some may refer to as the blue shell effect. The more rounds you lose in a row, the more money you actually earn, to the point where you're earning more money if you lose 5 rounds in a row than if you were to win a round. So there is that. But, you know, that's to help to make sure that you don't get completely just curb stomped or whatever you'd like to say, or rolled over.
Yeah.
That's a better way of putting it. Frenzy going to be walking down below. Nobody actually watching under for the mages. So, interestingly enough, we'll see him get his way right through. And we actually have a very passive defense over on A side. We do see Mira popping through, but Leo gets tagged up. Oh, just like that. DownFall able to pounce on the site. Frenzy and Detonator both picking up kills. And Slay is running through Oil Room, and Andy's going to be able to call it.
Doesn't shoot at him.
I think he
Maybe
just barely
really
sprint
triggers
peeked.
the spin.
Yeah, he just barely sprint peeked out.
Yeah, and so here's the thing with DownFall on this side right now. DownFall, might be down 5-1 right now, but like I was saying earlier, they really want the 5-4 at the bare minimum, and they're still able to get it. They're going to be going up to 5-2. Just because they're down right now does not mean they can't be up later. And so that's something that you really got to keep in mind right here is, yes, they're not really having the best rounds. But again, if they just win these next 2 rounds, they have a pretty good CT side set ahead for them. And that's all they can really ask for at this point.
Oh my, that was a very close fight that almost could have resulted in catastrophe for somebody. But either way, Mages had the opportunity to pull this ahead 7-2, or DownFall, like you said, can bring it back 5-4. And, either would be really good for each respective team. You get a lot of rounds on T side, and that's really good. But we're gonna see some aggression here in a second. Slay gets caught out right away. Mira getting the kill on the Detonator again. You gotta expect that. And Freak picking up the kill on the Frenzy, and Tiny Timmy gets lit up too. Like I said, I mean, Mages are really good at just changing the pace on a moment's notice, and you see that right there. The double push from Mira and Freak, it worked out, and that just completely shut down the round. That is the round right there. It just happened in the first 15 seconds, and Shu is pushing through and looking for some kills here. And, as much economic damage as they could possibly do, and we'll be seeing that pretty shortly, I think, unless Kraken pulls out a miracle here. Kraken's not even looking the right way. He gets taken out. And Shua gets both. 6-2 right now for the Mages. They are, 1 round away from the end of the half here. And so let's have a look at our scoreboard right now. Andy Bajangle's coming in with the 8-2, and the Freaks 7-4. Slay over there 5-5. Tiny Timmy 5-6. So ultimately saying, I mean, Mages get this. Mages get this round, and they're looking real good.
Yeah, they're not. It's not looking very good for DownFall at this very point in time. Nade misses for them. This is something where you really want to see DownFall come out, and they really just need to get these entry frags in. And Death might be able to. He does get 1. He's about to get 2. Now pushing into Z. The aggression from Detonator. You cannot stop him at this point. Andy Bajangle's right there from under on quad. Now Detonator knows exactly where he's at. I think Leo will be pushing bridge. I think I heard a gun loading, and now he's down. And yeah. And they dropped another player.
Oh, well, hopefully they can get him in fast before the end of the round, but Leo probably just going to go run out and die at this point. Actually, no, Tiny Timmy able to get that kill, and they're going to be able to save that gun, but Rogue gets in just in the nick of time, so...
Jeez.
For DownFall.
And again, like I was saying, if you want to lose somebody, you want to lose them right before the half so they don't get affected by that loss of money. Especially, you don't want somebody to be going on pistol round. It's one of the most important rounds. Most times when you see teams win both pistol rounds, most of that time it means that they're going to win the entire game. It's not like a prediction thing or anything. It's really just because it follows them up. They get an extra round after.
Oh my god.
Tiny Timmy with the 3K.
Turning it right around and, giving the Mages a little taste of their own medicine, showing some of that early aggression. And we see Slay actually pushing right into Andy. And there's the immediate headshot into Andy. And now it's the Freak versus 4. If there's anybody that could do a 1 versus 4, it's the Freak. And he actually does have the bomb, but he does see Slay there. But he's not going to make himself known, or he might have.
Oh.
And Slay is able to pick him up. And DownFall 4-6 right now. They win that pistol round, but don't discount mages here with their Desert Eagles. They are very lethal with them, and we've seen them already win, pistol rounds and these force spies and whatnot. So we'll have to see what's going on there. But we see a slam towards mid. We leave the bomb over at spawn, and they're trying to see if maybe one of them will get a bit aggressive there, and Shua takes a little bit of damage.
Yeah, Mare coming under right now, and I think Kraken hurt him. Now he's going to be caught out by a crossfire. Tiny Timmy actually walking back, so that's no longer going to be the case. Kraken going back up. They actually have no idea he's here, which is surprising because he ran all the way to that pillar. He has some backup too, and now he's going to round that corner, getting tagged 3 times, and that's his death. Now it's going to be a gun in his hand, and is this going to be downfall?
Leo picks up the headshot on a rogue. That is a great start for the mages, and I called it. You don't discount them on it. On the Desert Eagle save. They are nuts with it. Slay does pick up the headshot onto Mira. Detonator picks up Leo. But look at, 2 of these players are pretty close to being one-shot. Tiny Timmy getting taken out by the Freak, and now it's a 2 versus 2, and Slay is a bullet to a Deagle. And there it is. Freak picking up another one. Detonator has the flashbang. He could go for this. It's a 1 versus 1 situation. This would not be the round that you want to lose. And very close, but Detonator able to clutch it out. But a very, very good save round for the mages. Barring a win, that is the best case scenario that they could have hoped for. Most of them each picking up a kill, so they're going to bolster their eco a little bit, and they hurt the economy of Downfall there.
Yeah. Downfall. Something you really need to see something different done on their end right now. That was just absolutely insane. Not keeping their heads on a swivel there was really what made it work out for mages in the way that it did. And now you're seeing a nade thrown, misses, Slay Exodus on middle.
Leo getting the nade onto Tiny Timmy. Wow,
I didn't even see that.
Yep, that happened. Where was that? That happened somewhere. Unfortunately, we did not catch that on camera. That would have been
never found.
Yeah, but Kraken able to even the score a little bit, brings it back 4-4. But Andy Bajangles is not too far behind Mirror here, and Kraken might need some support in the underpass. Oh, gets the headshot onto Shua, trying to look for that kill. He picks up 2. Kraken with the M16. Detonator being the Guardian Angel killing Andy. And then Slay picking up Leo. So even despite the man disadvantage, Downfall clutch it up there 6-6. And once again, I mean, the mages might be able to buy AKs and a flash. And that's it. But, yeah, we're seeing Leo do it. We're seeing all of them purchase AK Shua on the awesome AUG there. So it'll be an interesting round. But, if you can get away with it, you can get away with it.
Yeah. Mages, looks like they're going for a B. The Freak over on A long, trying to just get some shots off, maybe trying to get them to rotate out. But, nonetheless, they're over here, and Downfall isn't budging. You have the 3-man on B with Tiny Timmy being a flex player between mid and B site.
And here comes the push. The flash is coming in. Rogue lays out Shua there. And Detonator. Oh, Rogue going to pick up another kill. Detonator going to deny the bomb plant. Mira looking for the frag there and might push around. Tiny Timmy there for the support. And now the Freak of 1993 in mid right now. And you got to wonder if he's going to go for this, which... he could probably pick up 1 or 2 kills, but 40 seconds left. He's going to be tight pressed. Tiny Timmy in the corner, so he might get a free kill here at least, and might be able to snag a gun away. But he doesn't see him. Tiny Timmy able to get that kill onto the Freak, and Downfall. They have a perfect round. 7-6 is the score. Downfall take the lead for the first time this series. They were down 5-1, and they have brought it back. So now Mages are going to be needed to make the adjustment here in order to try to secure their championship title. Again, they have won 2 maps so far, so they are this close to getting their championship stars, but DownFall are not going down without a fight. Nade coming in from Kraken. Slay going to be picking up the first kill onto Leo there. Nade's coming in. Kraken going to be falling over in towards a Virus. And we're going to see an A push coming out from the Mages, and the Freak is going to be able to pick up that kill. The rest of DownFall not really there for the support, and in fact, Slay over in mid. Tiny Timmy and Deathinator still rotating over. They're going to spend at least another 5 to 10 seconds before they even get remotely close to the site. And Mages have this on lock right now, and it's a 4-on-4 retake. Flashbang does come out. 3 players going to be swinging. Tiny Timmy and Slay both picking up kills. Slay on this flank right now. Freak does take out Slay, and they know exactly where the last player is. And Rogue is able to get the kill, and they're going to be able to get the defuse as well. DownFall, 8-6 right now, 2 rounds away from victory.
Yeah, you're slowly seeing this map slip between Mage's fingers, and it's something where it's like, you know, you can't really lose the mental game here. Yeah, you were up earlier in the game. Yeah, you know, you're down by 2 rounds, but you got some pretty good economy, right? Not right now, but they had enough to buy this round. They can still win this round and keep the game close. This is something where you're not out of the game. You're not down for the count, and you really need to stay focused and keep pushing forward. Nade thrown at Leo, halved in the beginning of the round. No, just a little above half. Deathinator sitting in a spot, and this is a spot that we saw yesterday really work well out for several players of DownFall and also Jabberwocky earlier today. So this is certainly something that if he just really bides his time, Mages might not even peek this, and he picks the right moment for this. Slay now flanking, but does he hear? Yes, he does. He does hear Mara. And now it's just Shua, 4-1, and this round is looking like it's about to go to DownFall unless we see 4 amazing head taps from Shua. I mean, honestly, you know, if DownFall comes out with this round, we go to the 4th map. And maybe they take this momentum into the 4th map. Who knows? But right now they need to get out of this oil rig.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta wonder, you know, what's going on in the minds of Mages right now. You know, you're this close to securing the W, securing your first championship as a team, and it's kind of slipping through the fingers, at least on this map. And you gotta wonder, maybe did they want to, you know, just play this map, get it over with, move on to the next one, and, you know, use their pick, even though I think this is map 3. I believe this is their pick anyways, so... Yeah, so, you know, now DownFall are going to, you know, have the map pick, but, you know, the side pick, of course, proving to be pretty important in this game. But, you know, even then, like, you know, this is another map that the Mages are pretty good at, and so are DownFall, but... You know, you gotta wonder, like, are they locking in? Like, what's going on now? Granted, 9-6, it is a score where teams can come back, especially if you dig deep. And I think Mages really got to do that right now if they want this championship to happen right now. If not, you know, we could be going to a map number 4, and DownFall do have that momentum, and you gotta wonder how that would go if that were the case. But anyways, we'll see. Oh. Slay get it, bounce a nade off the light post, and unfortunately does not go the way that they wanted, but no damage done to either team. And look at this, Tiny Timmy getting very aggressive into the B site here, actually pushing Jenny right there. And so Mirror getting tagged up a little bit. The Freak going to be there for some assistance. The Freak taking out Slay, and Mirror's going to be able to get across. But Tiny Timmy...
coming in the flank for Freak, and the Freak is dropped by him. Deathinator getting 2. Now DownFall is really taking this round right back. We thought Mages was going to win that there for a second. Kraken coming through elbow. The flash is thrown, but it's not really going to hit anybody. And now he got to run through face off Andy. And now this round it's flip-flopped again. Flash is thrown right in his face, but he doesn't use it to his advantage at all. He could have pushed off with that. Doesn't really make sense for him to throw the flashes if he's not going to push. And does he clear this corner?
You know. Oh, Shua goes for the sun.
And now you know where Andy Bojangles is at through good team communication.
There's the head.
Double clips.
The
All he
shots.
needs is one tap.
Whoa, Andy! Andy, keeping the mage's dream alive, used the spell to get the instant headshot onto Rogue and clutches it up for the mages. That is the round. Downfall had that in their hands. The bag was tightly wrapped. And then it just got taken away from them just like that. And again, it's just those little mistakes, that one missed shot. Rogue, he hits the helmet dink. Andy is 1 to 2 shots away from certain death, and then he just returns with a well-placed AK headshot, and that secured the round for the mages right there. So, Tiny Timmy actually taking a little bit of grenade damage, and you gotta wonder, you know, our Downfall going to start succumbing to nerves. Detonator pushes right through, almost gets Leo, but, you know, not getting that kill. It's going to hurt Downfall a little bit there. It's going to be a great thing for the mages as they roll up into B site with that util. And nobody on...
These smokes come out. You really got to wonder if they're going to push up. And Tiny Timmy does, but Rogue is not there to help him at all. And he's got to communicate that, but it doesn't matter. Shua's going to be rotating. Slay Exit is pushing through. I hope he really clears this. And he does.
Yeah, bringing it back to a 4-on-4. Yeah. The Freak, look at the Freak position though. He is well and under. He's deep in there, and Kraken is about to have something stab him in the back if he's not careful. And so Kraken is going to fall all the way back. I think Freak might have just barely caught the timing there. Kraken does catch one. I think he gets the headshot onto Shua there too, so he at least drops him low. And look at this, Andy Pajangles is over back in mid, but fires too early, and Rogue is able to get the kill. 2 versus 2 now as Shua is able to pick up the kill, and Tiny Timmy is wrapping around. Mira over in Virus. Tiny Timmy picks up one, and Tiny Timmy able to get the clutch, trying to figure out where the bomb is. But you don't need to grab guns.
Does he not?
Timmy, you won the game. Go defuse the bomb. He was so focused that he was like, oh, we got another round, boys. We got another round. No, you just won the game. Congratulations, my friend. Downfall have won their first map, and so we will be going to map number 4 tonight. So let's get that right on the board. This was a Downfall certified W, so good job to Downfall. Nice try, mages. And we're going to map 4.
Yeah, we are map 4, and that's certainly something that I'm enjoying. You know, I'm really hoping it does go to map 5. It's certainly something that, you know, you always just want to see. You want to see these teams duke it out, and you want the stakes to be higher than they already are. And, you know, that's really capable through a map 5. What do we have left? We have Mirage, we have Manor, and then we have Sand. I don't think we're going to be seeing a Sand today. I think, if anything, if Downfall is smart, they pick Manor, give them the side pick. All they have to do is beat them on there, and then they force mages to basically pick Mirage, and they get a side pick on Mirage. If they're confident in this, if they really want to win this, that's what I believe is the key to their victory right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Okay, there we go. Half TV refreshed. Yeah, I mean, this is of course Downfall's map pick, and I think Manor would be the correct map to pick here. Mages are pretty good at it. I don't know what their record is. Let's look that up right now. As
it looks like it's Mirage.
It looks like it's Mirage. Oh, so yeah. we are seeing a Mirage pick. I mean, Downfall are... Oh yeah, we do see the Mirage from Shua there. So pretty much everything we just said in the past 45 seconds goes out the window. So Mirage is going to be the Downfall map pick. So that means mages are going to get the side pick. So you got to wonder what's going on. I mean, now Downfall are pretty confident on Mirage. It is one of their better maps, but mages are also deadly on Mirage. And so...
I mean, yeah, you saw them beat Jabberwocky earlier in the season. I mean, if we're looking at the record, I think they have a near perfect record on Mirage, and especially with the Beanstalk dropping 24 kills yesterday on that. That's something where you really, really got to keep that in mind, and that's why I was saying they should really go with the Manor pick. Obviously, they decided against that. I've seen, you know, Downfall be really confident that if they win the CT half, they can win the couple rounds that they need to. But with mages playing, you got to really wonder if they're gonna probably pick T side, and if they do, and they win any more than 3 rounds, Downfall is probably going to hand them the finals right there.
You never know. Again, anything can happen. We've seen 2 cross maps in a row. We've seen a quad kill with a nade. We've seen flashbang kills. We saw somebody fall off of oil rig today. So anything is possible. But of course, you know, I'm glad we're at least map 4. You know, if we get a map 5 finals and we, you know, play out a full best of 5, you know, we haven't seen that in a couple seasons. So that is just a true testament that these 2 teams are very tightly matched together. So, but we are on map 4 right now, and of course that is going to be Mirage. And we were just waiting for that to pop up. In the meantime, of course, I haven't shouted it out yet this stream, but this summer, July 20th to the 21st is going to be the Pavlov VRML Con happening in Denver, Colorado. It's going to be featuring Veil, Breachers, X8, and Onward finals happening live. And so that is going to be very much a fun time. I will probably, I don't, you know, not confirmed yet, but we'll see. Probably maybe casting it, so I will probably wind up being there, of course, and it should overall be a good time. And on top of that, for all you Pavlov fans out there, we've been doing a little work in the background, and we, in coordination with VRML Mods and the devs, have a Pavlov 1v1 booth out there. So should be a fun time. Come 1v1 your friends in real life and come hang out with some Pav peeps as we watch a lot of VR esports unfold. But yeah, that's gonna happen again. Thank you to the sponsors for today's prizes and for all your support of VR esports. We got Pro2 VR supplying the EU side of the prize pool, and then we have HyperX providing the NA side of the prize pool. So thank you too for all you do for the VRML and for VR esports, and everything you do is very much appreciated. But shortly enough, we will be getting into round number 4 of this match, and there it is, the Mirage. We're gonna get that loaded up right now, and we're gonna get swapped over. I don't have a button for match number 4, so you're gonna see match number 3. I assure you this is match number 4. So start map.
One wise person once said, round 3 part 2 electric
boogaloo. There we go. So yeah, Mage is starting on that T side like we talked about. Downfall starting on CT side. As a team, you want as many rounds on CT side on this map as possible. Mirage does favor the CT side a good amount, and that is that blue side that you see Downfall right now. And so we got Chua, Leo, Andy, Freak, and Mira locking it in for the Mages, and then Slay, Rogue, Tiny Timmy, Detonator, and Frenzy for Downfall. So the back's against the wall, you know. Downfall, they're one map away. Downfall is one map loss away from getting second place. So Mages have a little bit easier of a time here, but Mages, if they lose this, then the pressure is on them. So, I mean, both teams, the stakes are pretty high, and so we do see a slow B play coming out here as I fly over to our lovely Mages over here, who are casting the Quiet B push spell right now, and they're slowly making their way. We're gonna follow on board with Rogue here. We're gonna be peeking. There comes the initial flash. Rogue is gonna toss that counter flash. Good counter flash. Shua almost gets killed. Slay getting the kill onto Mira. Andy Pajango's getting the kill on the Rogue there, and B-Side's going to be pretty open. Freak gets taken out by Frenzyfy, and it's a 3 versus 3. Frenzy gets the kill on the Shua, but does not deny the bomb plant. So now it is a retake situation for the CTs here. Tiny Timmy trying to land the shots. Detonator getting the kill onto Andy Pajangles, and Downfall are going to be able to win that retake and win the round. Pretty standard stuff, I'd have to say.
Solid pistol round. You saw that Detonator push where, like, I believe it was Shua or Leal, I believe, there on Van wasn't ready for Detonator to just push up that quickly, and so he really got. That's the most difficult pick when T's take that side. Getting the kill on the person on Van is really difficult if you are pushing with a non-automatic weapon such as on pistol round. It's something that you gotta get a lot of practice in with. And now we're gonna be seeing a lot of util thrown out here. The smoke at the ground, getting pushed on stairs. He doesn't really drop back, and he gets punished for it. But Tiny Timmy trades him out, I believe. Now it's just Detonator, but he gets head tapped, and now that's a shame right there. You're seeing a lot of Downfall fall. This is not how you wanted the round to end. I mean, honestly, when I see that smoke, you want to push back into Khan. You really have no control of what happens under you. And now you're going to be seeing Rogue push around the ticket. It's not really a good peak for him. You got Andy over on Tetris, the Freak over in Palace. Oh, he's actually on stairs, which actually, this becomes a little bit of a more winnable round. Tiny Timmy's still one tap. If he could just get the information peak, you gotta assume there's somebody on Firebox. Flash is thrown. Rogue is flashed, though. That was a really well-timed flash. And now it's just Tiny Timmy. One tap and a dream. Pushing out.
Almost catches Freak there, but the mages are going to win that force fight round, and that's going to be really bad for Downfall there, but of course really good for the mages, as they've just completely shifted the pace. They've completely destroyed Downfall's eco there, and they're basically, unless Downfall is hitting their headshots with the deagles, they're probably going to get a free round here. So, and especially on T side, like we said, you don't really want to let more than 3 slip. So that's not.
It's already one down the drain, and this one, they can't pull this eco round, which you haven't really seen them produce a whole lot today with the eco round. I think we saw one that was pretty close, but you really need to just get this one, and I think Rogue saw him, so he should probably back off. Now you're gonna see Rogue drop back to bench. Slay over in Arctis. Now he's getting tagged a bunch. Slay getting the trade, though. That's an important trade. And now it's Rogue falling down. The Freak getting some tags over on Tiny Timmy. Actually, no, he didn't. But now the Frenzy Prize going to be dropping. And now it's 1v4.
And
that's
just like
gonna
that,
be the round.
Yeah, just like that, Shua cleans up. And like we said, this is going to be a pretty free round there. But even then, like, the economy still not good on Downfall side of things. Like, Frenzy's at 29. Like, they're buying M4 with no armor, which, like, you can kind of get away with because they have AKs and it doesn't really matter. But still, like, against nades, that could be the difference between a flashbang kill and not. I mean, it's the, you're taking a gamble here. But, just like that, the Freak takes out Slay, and Tiny Timmy also gets tagged up a good amount. But Frenzy Fry able to get that refrag, so a good pick for them. But Freak getting that opening pick is going to open the door for mages, and Rogue takes a lot of grenade damage. And once again, just going back to bench there, and he doesn't realize Mirage just straight up pushing him. So there's that. 4 versus 3, and if I were Tiny Timmy, I'd try to just, evacuate the premises at this point, and Detonator is going to go back in. And Detonator just kind of walks right into a crossfire, and Frenzy fighting a head peek, just needs to get out of there, save the gun, take the loss for that round. And Mage is looking really strong on this T side right now.
Yeah, if I'm Downfall, you've already within the first 4 rounds given them all the rounds that you possibly can. At this point, you need 5 rounds in a row. I mean, yes, anything absolutely can happen, but T-side is really difficult on this map. You have that really one way. You don't really see a lot of teams take advantage as mid as you do see in like games such as Counter-Strike that have this map in there. And so that's something that's just really going to be difficult for Downfall to come back from, and they're going to really need to pull out a miracle if they want to win this map.
You can see them again, they're going to force buy rifles, and they don't really have a lot of money to play with. or a lot of utility to play with either, but we got Shua with double frag grenades, Leo with double smokes, and we're seeing a full mid push here, it looks like. Tiny Timmy might be in for a bit of a surprise, but they're actually going to fall back off of that. Slay is there to assist, but, you know, even then, the mages have fallen off of that, so. Let's follow along with our bomb carrier Shua here, who is behind this pack, going, once again, slow B. Minute 10 on the clock. Detonator picks off the Freak. That is going to be the lurk down. And shots fired from Leo, so the information is there. Oh, the self-flash, or the team flash there, that's going to at least slow down the push a little bit. Rogue picks up one, but Shua gets that refrag. And Slay and Andy going to be trading kills there, too. Andy Bajangles takes out another one. And Detonator, just like that, goes down to Shua. And Andy and Shua just cleaning house that round. Mages looking pretty tight and poised here to win this entire thing, honestly. I mean, 4 rounds in a row, they're in a hot streak right now. And their economy is already out of control. So, Mages going to be pushing through. We're going to be seeing them going over towards the A site here. Detonator, the lone soldier here. Actually, Frenzy Fry and Tiny Timmy going to be over here. We got some util coming in. Smoke's coming in. Leo getting very much tagged up. Mira going to be killing Frenzy Fry. And Leo's going to be pushing right through. Doesn't matter that he has 1 HP, but Detonator going to be getting the kill there. Detonator picking up 2 more. He's looking for more. Freak takes out Slay. Freak killing another one. And Detonator again is one shot. He's stuck on triple. And Andy and Freak have him pinned. Rogue looks away at just the wrong time. And Andy going to be able to get that kill. 5-1 for the Mages. Seeing a very different game right now. I mean, again, this was kind of what happened last game. They were ahead 5-1, but, you know, on an advantageous side. They're 5-1 right now on a disadvantageous, or supposedly a disadvantageous side. So that is, you know, looking really good for the Mages, and they are very close to winning this entire thing.
Yeah, I mean, and now you're seeing this mid thing, or this mid control, and that's what is really important in this map that you don't really see a lot in this league. You definitely see like some 2-man pushes and whatnot, but when you get full control of middle, that is a really, really good smoke. I don't know if that was super intentional or if they just got lucky with the throw.
It got stuck in the wall.
Oh my.
It just like, it bounced off the wall and then like did a weird bounce back and yeah. It's crazy. Anyways, it worked out as like the perfect one-way smoke. Rogue gonna be taking a lot of damage though. Gets the flashbang at least. The counter flash comes out. Rogue gets taken out. Frenzy gets the kill onto Leo. Mira getting the kill on the Frenzy Fry as well, so opening things up over on the B site. And now it's a 2-on-4 at this point. Mages is doing a solid job just opening up sites and then, you know, going uncontested. You know, and so Detonator, Titan Timmy, you gotta wonder if they even really try to go for this retake or not. Which it looks like they are. Detonator, they bring it back 2-on-2. And just like that, Andy Bajangles trades with Detonator, and Shua gets the kill on Tiny Timmy, and Mages are up 6-1 right now. This is a dominant half from them. The best that DownFall could hope for is another 2 rounds, but Mages end this 8-1, even 7-2. I mean, that's a pretty solid GG's at this point. But, you know, we're not counting DownFall out just yet. Like I've said a bunch of times, anything can and will happen, as we've already seen plenty of times today. We got Mages taking a nice slow approach over towards B. We got the util out. Smoke's coming out, and they're actually gonna back off of it, and they're gonna rotate over towards A, and DownFall are not taking the bait, actually. Slay's over to assist, but Detonator and Frenzy Fry are gonna be just chilling. They're not biting this at all. And that just goes to show how regimented Downfall is. Freak does pick off Slay in mid though, and that's gonna open things up a little bit for the mages there. Flashbang does come out. Detonator has another Flashbang to try to be able to get to the middle of sight, but again, mid is exposed. But as I say that, Tiny Timmy and Detonator pick up kills. Leo somehow lives for a few seconds longer than he probably should have, and now it's Andy Bajangles versus the world here, but we've seen Andy Bajangles clutch up before. 30 seconds left, and he's going to get triple peaks, and just like that, Downfall take another round. 2-6. We are at the last round of the half. Let's have, and here's the thing too. You have a look at this scoreboard. It's not like anybody's doing anything egregiously like wrong or anything. It's pretty even for the most part. Now it's just coming down to a lot of those like initial kills that wind up being just very crucial.
Yeah, I mean, and there's not really much more you can do about that. Maybe small, tiny adjustments, but it's these things that you have to realize in the moment, and sometimes that gets really difficult. Is that a nade coming in? Oh, it just barely misses. Rogue now sitting on Van. Now he's sitting under window. This is a little bit of a gamble spot. He doesn't get peeked out, though. He gets one, gets two, and now it's just the rest of mages 4v3 for Downfall. Now they're pushing on Van, and now it's a 4v2. This is what you want for Downfall. This is what you need. You need to win this round right now, so that way you can get to the half and refresh yourselves, alright? Take this little bit of momentum that you have and push forward. Tiny Timmy doesn't clear it out, but he does get the trade anyway on Shua, and Shua sent to the moon. His body absolutely just disappeared. Don't know where he went. 6-3 for Downfall. It's not looking too great. We're going to be honest. And again, it's not like these rounds haven't been really, really damn close, but, you know, maybe Downfall can surprise me and they can go ahead and take a T-half down 6-3.
I mean, it starts with this pistol round. You know, the pistol round is very much a important round to win in Pavlov, even more so than other games that feature, you know, like a 5v5, like economy-based, you know, game, because there's only so many rounds in the half, and, you know, it really sets the pace. Right, you're basically getting a second free round if you win pistol round. So Andy gonna fall right off of that. The slam onto B is gonna happen. Slay Exodus picks up Leo, but Andy picks up Detonator, and Mirage right around the corner. Oh, Tiny Timmy just barely missing the flick up. Shua gonna be taking out Slay. Rogue does get that headshot though, and unbeknownst to him, he's got 2 players to his left. I thought he got another one there, which would have been nuts. And Shua going to be putting an end to that. And Andy Bajangles coming in for the kill secure there. But 7-3. And Downfall forced onto a Desert Eagle save. Things are looking pretty good for the mages right now, as they are just 3 rounds away from securing their championship title. Go ahead and take this one, my friend.
Okay, certainly, I certainly can. Downfall gonna be pushed. Yeah, they get the tag. They kind of know now. Now they're spraying through the smokes. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, and now it's gonna be just Slay against the world. This is not looking good. 8-3 for Andy, for mages, excuse me, and that's just unfortunate. You're going into this rifle round. You need to have a near damn flawless T-side half right here, and I'm just not really feeling it from Downfall. I really want to see them come back, though. I really do.
Yeah, man. I mean, none of them can even like afford armor because, you know, they sacrifice it for utility. But we'll kind of see what happens. So I'll give you another round because that one went pretty quick.
Yeah, that was way too quick. And now we're gonna be having Leo setting up on this stair side, a very common little thing. You see the smoke coming out. It's not in their favor though. It kind of does cover jungle from backing up any stair pushers from the top side, that is. You have Tiny Timmy sitting over there in mid, and Slay's just kind of poking and prodding. You know, he needs to really make something work, though. He's the line of defense so that they're not being completely and utterly rained on with the gunfire from stairs. And Util's gonna be thrown out. Tiny! Stopping the freak! But Shua goes ahead and says, that's light work for me. He's got 1, he's got 2, and now he's got 3. 9-3. It is not, and I repeat, it is not looking good for DownFall. Can they turn this around? I really hope so, but it does not look like it. They can't take themselves out of this game. They gotta keep the good mental up. They gotta really stay focused, stay pushing forward, get this util out. These rounds are looking really good, but there's just a little bit of disorganization. It's ever so slightly. Tiny Teamy going for this mid push again.
Ooh, gotta watch out for that spam.
Oh, nade. Did it tag him? I'm not really
sure. A little
sure,
bit. He's okay, though.
Yeah.
He just had a little...
It'll
my God!
Through the smoke?
Yeah, through the smoke. That must have either been right at the edge or just through the smoke. What a shot. Slay picking up another one. Shua, though, does pick up the refrag.
Shu gets another, and this is, like, not looking good for Mages for this round, but Mages have the...
Look at this.
Momentum advantage.
Bye-bye.
Oh. Now you're just seeing Leo, who's out in the middle of the site, gets 1. He's 1-tapped, though. Pushing around. He's got this head peek right here.
Yeah, and Rogue just patiently waiting for Detonator, and, Leo's just chilling right behind. I think Detonator is privy to the fact that Leo is somewhere over by bench. But, again...
He's ready to boot over there.
Ready to boot.
I think Rogue knows. He knows. He knows. Oh, he doesn't hit the...
There it is. 4-9 for DownFall as, Mages are, again, 1 round away from securing ultimate victory and becoming your Season 13 champions. DownFall have their work cut out for them, so what could be the final round, I will let you take it away, Mr. Explosion. Go for it.
Oh geez. A push. You're not really seeing a whole lot of guns on Mage's side, so maybe DownFall can take this away. I mean, they're playing really slow. You're seeing a lot of mid aggression, so now they probably know it's not a B if they don't hear any footsteps at this point. You can't be too sure, but now Leo, going to be going back to util's coming out, and now they know DownFall has to be quick. They don't know this, but they do. They have to be quick. This is what they need because they're having a 3-man push flank. Tiny Timmy needs to get this one. He doesn't get it. Andy getting him off, and now it's just going to be Rogue on stairs. Okay, he drops off, and now the Freak and Sure are going to be in main while Mara's getting the pick. This is not looking good. One more player, 1v4. Detonator, can you save this for DownFall? This is what you need, and he's done. That's it. That's going to be it. Mages have won the finals. That is your champions of Season 13, Pavlov VRML. Shua, look at that, 22-8. Perfect, putting in the work right there. That is absolutely amazing. Mages really just go ahead. They said, yeah, you kept the games close all the way through, but this map is ours. And that's exactly why they are now your Season 13 Pavlov VRML champions.
Yeah, I mean, you and I kind of said it both. I mean, this is an interesting pick from DownFall, and we know that the Mages are very, very... Well, if I'm putting the whole shebang here, so... Mages win, and they are, of course, your Season 13 champions. But yeah, I mean, Mages are very, very good on on Mirage. They're a force to be reckoned with. They beat Jabberwocky. They're a tough team. Having played them on this map multiple times, they're very tough to beat. So, yeah. Again, congratulations to the Mages for receiving first place tonight. They are your Season 13 champions. The Devious to Solstice to Mages climb has been complete. They are the champs. And congratulations, of course, to DownFall as well for getting second place in tonight's victory and taking a map off. They put up a very good fight tonight. Do not count them out. They are a solid squad and a force to be reckoned with. But they will be receiving second place tonight, and what a set of games. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's something where it's really just like it was really unfortunate there. You know, you go ahead, you have this run where you finally win a map. You were up on both maps at one point, and you finally take one, and you go into this thinking, this is my map, this is what I gotta do, and Mages just did not falter at all. They did not give any leeway, and you saw earlier in the round, or in the map, I believe, they gave all the rounds up in the first 4 rounds that they had to give on CT side. When you're down 1-3 and the 3 rounds are on the T side, there's not much you can really do. You know what I mean? You got to have a perfect rest of the half, and that's not what they did at all. It was the exact opposite, actually. They didn't even win a round until Mages had 6, and that was the first round that they won, was pistol round. So, it's unfortunate to see that for DownFall, and congratulations to Mages. But again, both teams put up an amazing fight tonight. I'm really proud of both teams for making this far. I'm really proud of them for putting up the fight that they did today. But yeah, thank you to all the teams that played this season.
Yeah, and again, special thank you goes out to the VRML moderators for keeping this train running and keeping everything moving along. Special thank you goes out to, all the production team and everything for making all the assets of VRML happen across all the leagues. Special shout out, of course, to HyperX and ProTube, the VRML sponsors providing today's prize pools. And congratulations, of course, to Volk for 3rd place, VA for winning the season, and for EU side of things, and then over on the NA side of things, congratulations go to Jabberwocky for receiving 3rd place, and then of course the Mages for being your NA Pavlov VRML Season 13 champions. And special thank you to all the players that make this community an amazing place to be. It's been a wonderful ride for these past few years, and from the bottom of my heart, I mean, you all are just truly amazing human beings, and, I very much have enjoyed playing these past 5 seasons with y'all, and, I think that's really the one thing that keeps this place going, is just the community, the awesome people that are in it. So thank you to all the players for all that you do. Again, be sure to check out VRML Con. It's happening July 20th to the 21st. Hope to see some of you fine Pavlov folk out there, whether you're come to just chill and play Pav and meet people, or if you're competing in another game or whatnot. Hope to see you there. I may or may not be casting again, so we'll find out. But again, it's been a wonderful ride this season, and what a set of games to cap it off today. And special thank you goes to Explosion as well for being my co-cast buddy, and also thank you to Dr. Gonzo for hopping on that bronze game, and also thank you to Killian for all the EU matches that man casted. I mean, without the work of those 2 individuals, Gonzo and Killian, throughout the season, man, none of this stuff really would have got casted. So I appreciate personally both the hours and time and dedication that you 2 put in to all this. So thank you, and I hope the community gives you a massive thank you as well. And what a way to cap off season 13. So we are looking forward to next season starting in a little while. In the meanwhile, in the off season, go play some fun games. Go keep grinding, doing your thing, and we hope to see more of you folk around next season. And Pavlov has been one of the longest lasting games in the VRML. We hope to keep it that way. So thank you again everybody to making this happen, and we will catch you next season. Take it easy.
See ya.
Pavlov VRML is brought to you by Exclaim, HyperX, ProTube VR, VR Cover. Thanks for watching VRML.